FM Business of the Month.
Hampton League Live. Welcome to your live coverage of the 3YB-FM Hampton League Live Match of the Day, right here on Streamer, Australia's premier community sports streaming platform. The best coverage of great local footy and netball on the Great South Coast starts now. For Badeness Rural, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, Warrnambool Kia, McDonald's and Harvey Norman Warrnambool. This is the 3YB-FM Hampton League Live Match of the Day, live and free on Streamer.
About 7 minutes away from game time here at the Cobden Community Bank Recreation Reserve. Our match of the day, the Cobden Bombers taking on the Hamilton Kangaroos. The Kangaroos are in warm-up. The Bombers have just arrived on the ground and celebrating the 100-game milestone of Sam Thao. We look forward to seeing him being a part of the action today. Been a terrific player for a number of years. We'll go down to Tildy Carter, all thanks to SC Concrete. Gee, she's a ripper day down there, Tilt.
Couldn't ask for a better day, mate, considering what we had last week. Ground's in pretty good nick, boys. Not a breath of breeze. Two evenly matched sides, so you would hope we're going to see a really close game. And I think that both sides have probably tried to play a game where they move the footy pretty quick, lads, and we see some free-flowing play, particularly after the first 20 or 30 minutes and the game settles down a little bit as the game wears on into the second, third quarters.
Who are you looking forward to watch and see their craft today for both sides, Tilt?
Well, I really want to have a good look at Feely, boys. I've heard some really good reports about him as a player, so he's going to be interesting. And I think it's going to be interesting to see how the Cobden Bombers go about combating Big Levi, whether Gus Welch, as we were talking about with Fozzie, he might try to get on his bike and work him the other way a little bit, boys.
What are you thinking results-wise? Who are you leading to?
Probably Cobden, just for the home ground advantage. And I think the other thing we haven't really mentioned a hell of a lot, I should have asked Fozzie about it, to be honest, mate, was Sam Thao. He's been a good player, 100 games is a terrific effort. Someone that's pretty unheralded, Hilly, but very rarely lowers his colours.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Been a terrific player, Sam Thao, and I'd say out of that 100, wouldn't have had many lean games, always involved in some shape or form. Izzy, how are you seeing this game, mate? What are you thinking?
I'm a little bit like Tildy in terms of just here at home. I think important game for both sides, but this is one that Cobden would be, they'd have not penciled in, but they'd have it down as a game they should be winning, and I reckon they can get the job done. And they're pretty fleet of foot too. They get across the ground all right, Cobden, and I reckon they might do a bit of damage here against Hamilton today.
What do you reckon, Poss?
Yeah, I agree. I think based on what Fozzie said in terms of when Levi Dare was mentioned, it looks like they're going to put a bit of work into him, and rightly so. So I think if they can stretch Levi, he does get around the ground pretty well, reads the play so well. So if they I know it's, you don't want to be a one-shot pony, but he's very, very important to Hamilton. So I think if they can close him down or at least break even, I think Cobden will win.
Yeah, I'm a clean sweep. I think Cobden as well. Always hard to play at home. Great to see Matty Kemp playing some good footy. The skipper this year, he's had some real consistency in football without having any injuries. I think he's going to be really important. I'm a big fan of Gus Welch. Can play that key defensive role, but he's done some great things in the ruck as well, and he's got a really big opportunity today to take on one of the competition's best. And I like the inclusion of Luke Smith. I just love what Smithy brings to the Bombers as well. He brings that toughness, he finds the footy, and he sets up some good change with his good handball as well. But in saying that, the Kangaroos, what I reckon they've got a step, I guess a plus for them is their forward structure. You've got two big key pillars in Cook and Russell. So if the Kangaroos can find enough ball early and get it down there, they've got a couple of good key targets to kick to as well. But, I think the Bombers for mine just maybe in a little bit of better form.
And at the other end, Hilly, we've got one of Stewie's favourites, Big Mickey K. So he's always exciting to watch, Hilly, when he gets on the lead and charges out from the goal square.
Absolutely, and he was terrific in that game against the Camperdown Magpies as well. You boys did a few weeks ago. He was absolutely sensational, and probably the big reason why they end up getting the job done with his last quarter heroics, Tilt.
Yeah, he was, mate. One thing about him, if he gets in front and gets on the lead, he's got good hands. He's very hard to spoil. So is it Cam White? I think they're full-back, Hilly. I think that might be a pretty good matchup to have a look at throughout the game.
Yeah, he's a strong key defender, Cammy White, and he doesn't mind running off too. He runs marathons, so he's got a bit of fitness and conditioning behind him as well, so he'll be good. But good crowd in attendance down there, Tilt, all thanks to SC Concrete.
There's a few about, mate. It's a beautiful day for it down here. I think the booth's starting to do a little bit of business, and our old mate Henry here, he's doing a little bit of media work here in front of the camera, so it's all good. And let's hope down the track, boys, they get this extension down here at Cobden, which, they're working hard towards. That'll be magnificent if that's ever up and about.
Yeah, I think that's half the reason why he's doing a little bit of media work down there. It's just they've obviously got a lot of great plans, and if you're ever up at the Cobden Rec Reserve, come upstairs to the social club and check out their planning. If they can get this off the ground, it'll be
So what's the idea of the extension? Sorry, Hilly.
Well, I guess it's just to improve their facilities and make it
where are we going to go?
It's sort of hard to explain. They'll go a little bit wider.
Yep.
I haven't really looked at the key details of the development. I'm sort of trying to pick up from the pictures I can see up on the wall there, but it seems where we are now, obviously this social club room, well and truly extended, and I guess the amenities are improved and the like too, and make it a real sporting hub for the Cobden, but not just Cobden as well, for the Corangamite community as well. So, because we know how strong they're sporting.
Oh, they love their sport. Yeah.
Has been down.
Just look at what they've produced here. That should be enough to get them stamped.
Yes.
There's a few.
Yeah, too right.
Well, it's sort of funny. We were talking about this with my young fella the other day. He goes, gee whiz, Cobden and South Warrnambool have had some recruits over the last last 10 years. Like, they've had a lot of players come from.
It's hard to imagine, that there's been a better producer than Cobden for the size of the place. It's unbelievable, really.
And the quality of players as well. Benny Cunnington, Rowan, Darcy, Sam Walsh.
Go back to Johnny Rantel.
Yeah, spot on. So
Merritt boys.
Merritt boys as well. So. Just looking,
and again, back to Thorold Merritt.
Yeah, correct.
Superstar.
Correct. Hey, Tilly, just looking, I think the Cobden Bombers are kicking to the Warrnambool end or the Green Con end of the ground. And the Hamilton Kangaroos are kicking to the
Brodie Marnie starting deep, Hilly, deep in the goal square for the Cobden Bombers, and big mix down there also. 22, I think that's Phillips for Hamilton, isn't it, Hilly?
Yep, spot on.
Playing across half back, where I think he plays that role pretty well.
So all is in readiness for round 13 action here at the Cobden Community Bank Recreation Reserve. It's going to be Gus Walsh up against Levi Dare in the ruck, and there it goes, the ball, big fly. Walsh has got that big jump. No one can get a clear clearance. Here they come through the Cobden Bombers. Davis is trying to trap it in that muddy part of the ground, that centre wicket area, and a stoppage will occur. So Nicholas Ross Watson and Justin Baker, our officiators from the Warrnambool District Football Umpires Association this weekend. Dare got the tap down, a nice one too to Ethan Knight, got the kick towards half forward. The 100-gamer and Thou first to it. Can he trap it? No, he can't. Well done by Hamish Cook, got the ball inside, forward 50. Goes deep into the right-hand side pocket, and we'll have a boundary throw-in. So the first inside 50 win to the Hamilton Kangaroos.
Yeah, so they got it where they want it, have the the Kangaroos, and they'll be looking to score. So we're going to have this boundary throw-in. It's going to be an intriguing contest. Is Walsh and Dare all day. So here they go at it again. Walsh tried to get the front position. He does eventually. Little tap down went to the advantage of Hutt, but he couldn't control it. Getting clear now for the Cobden Bombers, and they'll clear it down the wing position. And a good mark taken on the wing for Hamilton. Was taken out there by McShane, I think it was. Now he's gone back to the top of the goal square, and a mark's been taken by Hamilton. So good transition from good defensive work by the Kangaroos. That time's going to result in a shot at goal. And the player with the footy is Geordie Anthony.
Leading the reserves, goal-kicking Geordie Anthony.
He's kicked a couple in the seniors this year, so he shouldn't have much trouble here. He's directly in front. He's only about 30 metres out. Not much wind here today either, so nice and still at the moment. So here comes Anthony. Nice deliberate shot. Comes in. Oh, he just started a little bit, but he's done enough to get it through for the first of the afternoon to the Hamilton Kangaroos. So 1 goal straight, the Hamilton Kangaroos, and they lead the Cobden Bombers, who are yet to score. So good transition and good defensive work that time has resulted in that goal to the Kangaroos.
Yeah, good start, wasn't it, Boss? What did we play? 2 minutes, and they're on the board, but look good too, straight off the bat. So good confidence builder to start the day for Hamilton.
Tildy, I'll just go to you all thanks to SC Concrete. Have you seen sort of any theme that Gussie Walsh is trying to instill with his ruck with Dare?
Oh, it's a bit early yet, Hilly, but I think at every opportunity he'll try to look to be an option around the ground and maybe like get back in the corridor quickly to play through him a little bit, to try to put a bit of pressure back on Levi the other way. But, you know, he's such an experienced player, Levi. He reads the game so well that, you know, sometimes it's easy to talk about things and putting them into practice can be a little bit different at times.
Absolutely. So ball back in the centre now. Umpire Ross Watson throws it up nice and high. Walsh and Dare. Dare used his body nicely. The Kangaroos get it through Knight. He's wrapped up and we'll have it was Feely, in fact. So Dare and Walsh. Dare got the tap down again. Trying to get it through with the Kangaroos with a handball. And they move it towards sort of between wing and half forward. Some good tackling and pressure applied there by the Cobden Bombers. Holding the ball, and the Bombers are going to get a free kick. So it's Angus Ewell. Trusty left foot kick's been a terrific player for a number of years. He's going to go centre corridor and he spots up Walsh with absolute precision. He's going to bring it to a running side wing. And he hits up Walsh.
50, is it?
At 50, so Edmund Walsh.
That was the play we were talking about, Hilly, straight away in the corridor with Walsh playing the ruck against Levi.
Yep. He just he held his nerve and was in the right spot. And, well, Eddie Walsh, he's going to have a shot for the Cobden Bombers here to try and get that score back to equal standings of 1 straight 6 apiece. So a kick from about 40 metres out, slightish angle. Comes in. He's got the distance, he's got the ride, I think he's got it home, the youngster. Kicks his first goal of the day, Walsh number 1, and it's 1 straight 6 apiece on the National Tile scoreboard. 4 minutes gone first term, and the result of a 50-minute penalty, but the execution by the youngster was very good. Eyes Kelson.
Yeah, super, and just equally as quick with the reply was Cobden after Hamilton moved the ball quickly and got there first. So if that's an example of what we're going to get today, we're in for a pretty good feast, both using the central corridor and both scoring quickly.
Yeah, so ball back in the centre. So 1 goal apiece. Let's hope this end-to-end stuff happens all day because it'll be exciting. It's a good day. So up we go. Dare against the big leaping Walsh. Dare stood there and got the tap out. The ball spilt down towards Kemp for Cobden. He cleared it. Only as far, though, as Brodie Phillips for Hamilton, who chipped in. Down there looking for the 100-gamer in Thau from behind, tried to spoil. Strong tackle applied there. Play on the umpire. It's grabbed out eventually by Thau. Goes across the ground. Risky. It's picked up at ground level there by the Cobden bomber in Davis, and there's a free kick being picked out in the meantime. It's going to go to Big Walsh, so he goes lateral straight across the ground, so they're looking to attack on that far outer side scoreboard side, Cobden. So another little mark. It's been taken again, little chip forward. Again, this is taken by Marnie. So Brodie Marnie pushing up the ground after starting out of the goal square. He's right underneath the Solomon's flooring and blind scoreboard. Now he drives the ball inside 50. Up they go, marking contest. Couldn't quite grab it out there. Was Phillips for Hamilton. And the umpire comes in to sort it out, and he'll throw it up just inside 50 metres for Cobden. And it's 1 goal straight apiece.
Certainly is. We've played almost 6 minutes on the Lee contracting time clock. Great ruck paddle once again. Here they go. Mick Shane had it and then he lost it. Tries to feast up on it. Here's Walsh. Campbell inside forward 50. Leading at it. Oh, nice mark there by Luke Smith, if you don't mind. Coming from the side. And that's a Peter Walsh Bridgestone Player of the Day contender. Eyes, I didn't mind that.
No, great mark. He just kept his eyes on the footy because his Hamilton opponent was probably in a better position. But he just angled himself across in front of him and beautiful mark. And probably 40 metres out, almost directly in front. Very kickable. Let's see if he can finish off that good work.
Won the Richard Nixon medal for the best interleague player in 2025. Lukey Smith, he's a ripper. So to kick his second, the team's second in a row, he keeps it low, keeps it straight. He's nailed it. 2 in a row for the Bombers. And they go to 2 straight 12, leading the Kangaroos 1 straight 6 on the National Tile scoreboard. Almost 7 minutes gone first term. And Tildy, a good little burst of play by the Bombers the last couple of minutes.
They look good, the Bombers, Hilly. I think I summed it up pretty well. He kept his eyes on the footy there, courageous mark. And you know, what I'm enjoying is seeing that the Bombers are trying to move the ball quickly, Hilly. They're not just kicking the footy down the line. They look to take the game on at every opportunity. It's good to watch.
Yep, and straight to the bench to have a spell, as is custom after you kick a good goal. And it's a tough little man, just went into the centre of the ground there to replace him. We don't mind seeing him in that action, Tildy.
Not losing much there, eyes at all.
No, not at all.
Something always happens where Paulie Peaking's in the vicinity, that's for sure. So it's a clearance opportunity here for Hamilton through Barnes. So he goes out to that far out of side half-forward flank, but it's going to be repelled by Cobden. Some good movement of the footy there. It was by Davis. He got it on further afield with an interception by Hamilton. Now Peaking's got it again. Diving mark. Is he going to pay it? No, said the umpire. It hit the ground. So
at some stage, I think little Paulie will take on Big Dairy. It's nearly write it down. I reckon at some stage they're going to push and shove, boss.
No
Bet of the day. Always bet of the
No
day.
doubt about it. Speak of the devil, here's Peakin driving it inside. 50 on a lead. It couldn't quite carry enough there. Now they're a chance again. Kick coming out wide and a good mark taken out there by Baker. So this is Curtis Baker. Looks to move it quickly. Plays on. He's not a great kick. It's going to go adrift, and the relieving mark is taken out there by
White.
It's White.
Good size, isn't he, White?
White comes down the line. They got a 3-on-1 here, Hamilton, but a good spoil was by Marnie. It was fortuitous because it fell into the lap of Hewlin. Hewlin goes short, and a good mark taken by Kempter. He's going to play on. He's got players inside, and one of them is Lockie Davis, and he'll go back and have a set shot. So that spoil was brilliant then, eyes by Marnie. So they were,
just put Hamilton under real pressure, didn't they, when they turned it back over?
Yeah, they had a 3-on-1. So here's Davis, Lockie, good kick, nice drop punt off the boot. I think he's got no problem there. That's a beautiful kick. So the third on the board for the Cobden Bombers. They go on to 3 straight goals, 18, leading Hamilton Kangaroos to kick the first goal this afternoon. They're 1 straight goal, 6. But just making more of their opportunities at the moment, Eyes.
Yeah, they are. As I said, after a gun start and 1 on the board inside the first 2 minutes of the game for Hamilton, Cobden really had all the control and straight kicking, 3 straight goals to 1 straight goal. Possum, straight kicking is good football.
Absolutely it is.
Hey, Tildy, love the spoil there. It's a Lucas Brothers, Peterbolt's Bridgestone Player of the Day contender. That spoil there by Brody Marnie.
Good player, Marnie, boys. You summed up really well. He was caught in a 1-on-3 situation there, and he just turned it over there, and they've got a goal out of that. I'll tell you what, they bred him tough up here, boys. The Water Boys for Cobden, no shoes on, bare feet.
Dakin Morris got the clearing kick out of the centre.
If we're in Darwin.
They're tough boys up here.
And Tom Feely takes the mark at half forward, so he's going back. He gives himself a real opportunity here. Great quality player, Tom Feely. Super to have him back in the Hampton Football Netball League, and he'll kick from every bit about 50 metres out. Let's see what he's got in the leg. And they need this one because I guess the last 7 minutes has probably favoured the Cobden Bombers. Beautiful conditions. Feely comes in, gives it absolutely everything. That's a great kick, but just hung left, and a minor score for the Hamilton Kangaroos. So they go to 1-1-7. The Cobden Bombers are 3 straight in. That's on the national tile scoreboard. The kick-in's good. Walsh, the target and the mark. So Campbell Walsh looking to play on, just zigging and zagging. Goes over the top to Delaney. Under a bit of pressure here. Here the Kangaroos can pounce. Coming through there tough was Peakin. And holding the ball.
Well, I think that was the right call because he did try and barge through, so he had every opportunity to give it off, I think.
So free kick's going to go to the Kangaroos. They're on a tightish angle. And it's Tommy Feely who will get the resultant free kick.
So it's a strong tackle, boys.
Oh, it's a great tackle because Peakin coming full bore is,
not ideal.
No, danger.
Yeah, I agree.
So Feely will kick on a tightish angle.
And just to cover the ground, to get into that pocket after having the last kick from, 50 or 55 out.
35 metres out. Comes in, kicks, is just a little bit narrow, and another minor score to the Kangaroos. So a good little minute of play here, but just haven't been able to put it through the big sticks. 1-2-8, the Hamilton Kangaroos. 3 straight 18, the Bombers. 11.5 gone in this first term. Brought to you by Powercore.
Yeah, and the kick set comes out wide, looking for Walsh. Good mark too by big Gussie Walsh. So a big job ahead of him all day, and he's acquitted himself pretty well early in this first quarter. So Walsh will come down the line. There's his direct opposition in Dare. As we mentioned, reads the play so well. So Levi goes into the centre. That's a good kick. Comes off too. So the mark's taken in the glue pot. That was by Hawker, so he goes wider again, back where it came, so no real advantage there to Hamilton, although they're going to win this footy. Good tackle applied there on Feely, but he managed to get the handball out. Intercepting was Archie Taylor. His handball went astray. It's been picked up there by Fitzgerald. He was under a little bit of pressure too. Now Cobden with an opportunity to go forward. Handball over the top was good. Gathered out there by Kemp. He's tackled, holding the ball. That one was a bit hot, I thought. And the free kick will be taken there by Dakin Morris. So the Hamilton player in Morris will play on. Again, they're looking to get into that centre corridor as much as they can when they can. This is McGinley. So Harry McGinley kicks it long inside 50, one-on-one. Oh, good strong mark at the front. That was by Feely, was it? No, the handball. It was a little bit too hot for him. It spills back out there towards the Cobden player in Luke Smith. Now he comes wide and he'll find Kemp and he'll kick off the centre wing.
So Kemp looking to draw the player, and just the handball probably didn't quite hit the target. Walsh has to be creative, smothered there by the big man in Dare, and we'll have a boundary throw. And let's go to Tildy, all thanks to SC Concrete.
Yeah, you can see what Cobden are trying to do. They're trying to move the ball quickly, trying to get the footy off the line. They kicked the last one down the line, coming into half forward. Hilly and just got picked off by Levi. So that's something to try to avoid at all costs.
What I like about Hamilton, though, is they're still prepared, though, to bring it back through the centre corridor. Like they're playing a style that they're going to attack in retaliation.
Yeah, it's entertaining contest so far, Ross.
Absolutely.
Here's Matt Camp, the skipper, works it back to Pekin. Pekin looking to go lateral towards the corridor, and he finds Geordie Fowler. Now that's a great pass. If it hits Thau, he can. Now he's opened up the space. He's got Walsh, who's just ran on that outer side wing, Campbell. He's going to go short down the ground to Henry Robertson, stretches the mark. He'll go into the lead, over the head of Smith. Coming through there was Marnie, hadn't lost it. Tully Darcy puts it to the top of the square. Kemp flies, punched away there by the defenders of the Hamilton Kangaroos. And Walsh sees it over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in. So a nice little build-up, but I like the transition of play eyes by the Bombers just to open up the ground. Yeah,
I think, it's going to be interesting, but as Tildy said, their idea is just to run at all costs, I think, here at the Bombers.
Coronius up against Dare, got the tap down to Marnie, tried to feed out the handball, wrapped up McNeil, and we'll have a stoppage inside forward 50 for the Cobden Bombers. 3 straight 18, 1-2-8. The Bombers are leading by 10 points. We've played almost 15 minutes gone. Good ruck contest between Coronius and Dare. The ball will come out. Here comes the Bombers through Pekin. Left foot kick towards the pocket.
Down the field.
Mottram. And a free kick's going to go.
Gave him a couple of little love taps.
Yeah, not trying to shake him off. I was just trying to get up.
Not satisfied with the kick down the line.
Give him the old hammer.
He's a beauty.
You got to love him, don't
It's like he was swatting a fly.
So the free kick's going to go to Blake Mottram.
If you're from Hamilton and you're not sure who he is, you're going to know by the end of today. Oh,
He's been a terrific player, Pekin.
It was all fair too. There was nothing wrong with that. It's all good entertainment.
Great.
So Mottram, 45-degree angle, right side for a right footer. Before straight if he can convert. 30 metres out, comes in, gives it some good air time, and no, he hasn't hit it
far
through.
away, I don't think.
And a minor score, so 3-1-19 to 1-2-8, the Bombers leading. Let's go around the grounds, all thanks to Matco Hire. South Warrnambool currently leading Koroit 1-7 to 1 straight 6. Portland Tigers yet to score against the North Warrnambool Eagles 2-5-17. Camperdown 1-1-7 leading Warrnambool yet to score, and Terang Mortlake 3-2-20 leading Port Fairy 2-2-14.
So a good contest over there at the Gardens Oval. So back here at Mortlake, Cobden, we're absolutely bathed in sunshine today. It's absolutely magnificent. So we're going to get big Mickey Coronius, the 225s, up against Dare. Coronius front position. No one got the tap. It fell to the back. Jumping on it there was Smith for Cobden. The handball was good outside. Now's a kick to the top of the goal square. Errant. And probably should have went to the top of the goal square eyes, but he had a ping. And the ball's gone over the line out of bounds on the full, so Hamilton will play on down the line. Here's a one-on-one. Up they go. Feely couldn't mark it. First to read it there for Cobden was Walsh. Handball went out the back. It'll come back to Walsh. This is Campbell Walsh. Kick down the line looking for Kemp. Busy early. Good mark by Kemp. He's looking to play on, but he hasn't got a lot of options at the moment. Now he has. Oh, he's gone to a... good mark, Marnie.
Good effort.
He wasn't really going to be
in the right place,
I was just
was
going
he?
to say, Oz, he was never initially in that contest and just willed himself back to take a Peter Bolsh Bridgestone highlight of the day.
Hasn't he done some good stuff?
He's second for the quarter. First little nomination was a beautiful spoil, which resulted in a goal. And here's an opportunity for the coach to kick one himself. He's only about 30 metres out. Tightish angle. But, they've started well, the Bombers. This will be their fourth of his successful, and we're nearly 18 minutes into this first quarter, brought to you by Power Corso. Here's Brodie Marnie. Comes in, deliberate shot, drop, punt. On its way. It's gone to the left, has it? It has. So 3-3-21. That's the Cobden Bombers on the Solomon's Flooring and Blind Scoreboard. They lead the Hamilton Kangaroos 1-8. Down on the boundary line, SC Concrete, Scotty Cutter. The rucks I'm intrigued with. You're going to see the leaping Gus Walsh all day against Levi, who just plants himself in one position. So it's going to be a great contest, I reckon.
I'll tell you what I've enjoyed, Poss. The two forward 50 ruck contests with Big Mick and Levi wrestling each other.
Smith good in the contest, got it to Parker Walsh. She's wrapped up, holding the ball. Free kick to the Kangaroos. It's going to go to Hamish Cook. He's got McShane on the wing. Coming in there, spoiling beautifully was Gus Walsh. The ball stays in, and it does stay in by the work of Marnie. And the ball's just held up there. We're going to have a stoppage on true centre wing. That was great work by Gussie Walsh.
He's a ripper, isn't he?
They're athletic boys.
Yeah, too right. You can see why he was a talented backman too. He just gets across the ground so quick.
So he'll take on Levi Dare. The tap down to Barnes was good, and he got some meterage with the kick. So he goes looking into the direction of Russell. Delaney's got the task on him. Foul on Hamish Cook, and they'll boundary throw it in about 50 metres out from the Kangaroos' goal. So they probably need one here, the Kangaroos' eyes. Just
they do.
Probably the play is being controlled by the Bombers over the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, and you know what? If they can sort of turn at quarter time and it's 3-2, I think you'd be reasonably pleased with yourself, Hamilton, if they can get another one.
So Dare tried to get it out of the ruck and wrap it out, but he wasn't able to effect the handball.
Well, if you grab it, is that still holding the ball?
Nah, they give you opportunity now.
Do they?
They threw it out like they should with the stand rule eyes.
Yeah, fair enough.
Dare, the tap down was good to Barnes. He just got a little boot on the football. Tackling pressure good there by the Kangaroos across half forward. Led there by Jack English, who had 23 last week in the game against the Portland Tigers. A tackling machine, Jackie English. And the tap down came from Walsh. Hanging on to there was Archie Stevens, and the play on advantage. No, it's got to go back.
Archie Taylor Hilly.
Archie Taylor, sorry, not Archie Stevens.
Similar size.
Both good players.
Absolutely. So Archie Taylor. Oh, he's speaking to Archie this week too.
He's been out for a while, hasn't he?
He come back last week, I think.
Okay.
Parker,
Stevens?
No.
Or Taylor?
No, now you confuse me. Here's Joey Hutt, opens up the corridor, nice kick. There's Darcy, he'll go across the other side. Now they can go inside forward 50. Here's Ewell, and on the run from 45, Angus Ewell, and nails a great goal. That's a beauty. A Lucas Brothers snag of the day from Angus Ewell, and it gives the Bombers their fourth. 4-3-27, 1-2-8. Great kick from Darcy to go across the face of the centre square, and he found Ewell, who's so trusty by his left foot. That's a great goal, Tildy.
Yeah, I agree, Hilly. Beautiful piece of play there. And I guess if we cast our mind back, probably 90 seconds before that, it was Gus Walsh's fantastic athletic spoil that got a stoppage from their boys to start that process.
Yeah.
But they look good at the moment, the Bombers.
Well, they put speed on the footy, and it looks like it's hurting Hamilton when they get running. Like they found plenty of space there.
19-point advantage.
Big Mick in the ruck, boys.
Flooring and blind scoreboard.
There'd be no change out of 250, these two, would there?
225s, up they go. Coronius actually won the tap down, but it was beautifully sharked out there by the Hamilton Kangaroos. He might have dropped that. No, play on, said the umpire. It's at ground level. That ball came out nicely. That was to Darcy. Now they're off and running. There's a chance to handball over the top was by Archie Taylor. Now running into an open goal is Walsh. He chips it over the top, but getting back. Oh, he didn't pay it. He didn't mark it in the end. It's grabbed out there. It comes back to Walsh. He followed on and he's kicked another one.
Yeah. The speed's going to hurt him, I think.
Parker Walsh. Well, he initiated the first kick to the top of the goal square down on the boundary for SC Concrete. Scotty Carter followed up, got the crumb, bang, goal.
Bit stiff, Hamilton. They all but held it, and he just couldn't quite grasp it.
Probably one you got to take in that goal square there, always. But they say speed kills. Well, I'll tell you what, it's got Hamilton Kangaroos in all sorts at the moment. They look electrifying at the moment, Cobden Bombers, when they move that footy with chain of handballs.
Oh, yeah.
And they're really conscious too, aren't they, Scotty? To get the ball out of that outer side, they love to open up the space. They don't like to kick it to a congestion. And when they get it into space, as you said, they're unstoppable.
Yeah, you play this brand of footy, you're going to make a few mistakes, but gee, it's good to watch. And when it's on, it's on.
So ball just waiting to the umpire to get back to that centre circle. Gee whiz, 5-3-33 to 128, a 25-point ball game, 22 minutes gone on the league contracting time clock. Dare against Coronis, here's Pekin, can he trap it? Not quite. Ball held up against the Hamilton Kangaroos midfield, I think it may be Feely.
Because of the width of this ground too, it's a very hard venue to defend on. So if Cobden just keep running and they get their share of ball out of the middle, I'll tell you what, it might be a long day for Hamilton.
It's their conditions, the Bombers. They do love it. Here comes Dakin Morris, inside forward 50. Looking for Cook. The Russell it was. And the ball goes over the boundary line. Deep forward 50 for the Hamilton Kangaroos. They get a chance to reset. We might go around the grounds, all thanks to Matt High really quickly. Round 13 games. I'll tell you what, the North Warrnambool Eagles 41 to Portland, yet to score. South Warrnambool 2-2-14, leading Koroit 1-1-7. Camperdown 4-1-25, leading the Blues 2 straight 12. And Terang Mortlake 4-3-27, leading Port Fairy 2-2-14. Nice kick there, and the mark's taken there by Walsh. We're not going to get into much trouble today, Poss, with the name calling, because there's a few Walshes out on the course there for the Bombers.
They're too big, glary, very glary.
All winning their share of the footy too, Hilly.
Yeah, they've had a good start. The kick was good from Fowler, and here they go. Edmund Walsh this time. He takes a secondary bounce. He's going to go short to Hewlin, spots him up nicely. So Hewlin, just a terrific wingman, goes towards half forward, jumping. Oh! There was Hawker. Trying to spoil the footy there was Pekin. And the ball goes over the boundary line.
Everything was fair, but geez, he's a hard nut, isn't he? Oh, he's an absolute...
He plays tall, PK, doesn't he?
Yeah,
like he gives a
speaking of Pekin, of course, for those at home. And
he gives a contest.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. So Tully Darcy up against Dare in the ruck. Big fly early. The tap down by Dare, overrunning it was English. Inside forward 50, coming out. Bounced off his chest. That was Smith. Now it's English with the handball, looking for McShane. Has to be quick. Barnes, nearly intercepted. Here comes Luke Smith. Gets it to Walsh on the left boot. Towards the goal square, mark taken. And that was taken there by the Hamilton Kangaroos on the last line of defence, and that was Jason Hawker. So Hawker now just looking for that short kick option. He spots up Povey. Right back pocket. So Will Povey, they just want to get out of defence and get it out of that danger zone. Looking for a teammate, presenting the lead was Russell. Tully Darcy bounced favourably for him. Here they go, the Bombers, working it back through the hands of Hart. Will the boundary line be his friend at will? No, free kick's going to the Kangaroos, Poss, and they'll get it between wing and half back.
Yeah, and it's going to go out there to Feely. So Tommy Feely goes short, and the mark's taken. This time by English. So English will be forced to kick down the line. He is. It's out underneath that scoreboard. Big pack of players. Up they go. Nobody can get a decisive clearance there, and the umpire will come in and ball it up. So we're 25, nearly 26 minutes into this first quarter. The Bombers have come out firing. 5-3-33, 1-2-8. There it goes. Dare up against Walsh. It fell to the back, may have been too high. No, it's going to be cleared now by Campbell Walsh. He goes down towards half-forward line. He couldn't carry enough there for Mottram to take the mark. Now it's at ground level. The Kangaroos will clear. Now it's nicely smothered. It spills out to Henry Robinson. He couldn't control it. Now they're off and running the Kangaroos. The kick went out wide by White. Now he followed up nicely too. That was Phillips. So Brody Phillips kicks inside 50. The kick isn't great. Oh, but a nice diving mark and a good mark taken out there by Cook. So his first of the afternoon, squares it up, getting in the hole and taking a great courageous mark was Marnie. He started well, the coach. He's kicked it wider again to the pocket, running onto it here, and he'll take a mark in the end. He does, and that's Lockie Davis. So Davis plays on again down the line. Good mark taken out there by Louis Darcy. So Louis Darcy right on that far outer side wing. Now he squares it up. The kick wasn't great. Thao got it in game number 100. Good handball went across to Marnie. Now here's Walsh. Another handball went further afield there to Archie Taylor. Taylor goes down the line. His kick wasn't great. They're going to clear again the Kangaroos, and this is Fitzgerald, I think, or McShane. Now there's a push in the back. This will be paid. It'll be a free kick to Hamilton, and it's going to go to Cook. So Hamish Cook will look at the drive the Kangaroos forward.
He certainly will. He's going to go the short kick laterally, and he finds Tom Feely. 27 minutes gone, Lee contracting time clock. So Feely, just look at the sea of red and black, just blocking all the holes. He's going to have to go long inside 50. They jump at it, Russell being one of those. The handball was sharp. Cook goes across the face, and Fitzgerald's going to be the one chasing along with Matty Kemp. Campbell Walsh offers the old shepherd. Walsh slipped, but good enough to recover. Now to Gus Walsh. He's going to go over to Parker Walsh. So he'll go short by foot. Now it's the Kangaroos just trying to retreat. Fitzgerald, a little bit too much on the kick. Now the Bombers, can they trap it? They do. It was Hutt. Now they're just cooking to kick on the angles, trying to find a vacant Brody Marnie. If he's good enough with a handball, he's got Archie Taylor. Taylor looks to go the short kick laterally, and he spots up a teammate between wing and half back. So 5-3-33, 1-2-8, 25 points the margin, 28 minutes gone. And there goes the siren. And what a start for the Cobden Bombers in their round 13 home game. 5-3-33 to 1-2-8. All single goal kickers: Luke Smith, Parker Walsh, Lockie Davis, Angus Ewell, Edmund Walsh. Whilst for the Hamilton Kangaroos, Geordie Anthony, the sole goal kicker. Eyes, what'd you make of the first quarter?
Well, what I made of it was Cobden. They've come out with a deliberate plan just to run, and that's what they did. And when they put speed onto the football, they hurt Hamilton. And there'd have to be a big turnaround here, because, as I said, Hamilton, they're just finding the space so hard to defend. And, while the ball's in the hands of Cobden, they are going to hurt you. So I think a lot to do with Hamilton needing to get control of the footy, and then trying to slow the game down maybe, to try and take some of that run out of Cobden. Because if it's played as a fast game, they're in a lot of trouble here, Hamilton.
It's going to be an interesting second quarter coming up to you by Power Call. We're going to take a break on Hampton League Live. It was all the Bombers in the first term, 5-3-33. The Hamilton Kangaroos, 1-2-8. We'll return right after these messages.
Hampton League Live and exclusive on Streamer for Badeness Rural, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, Warrnambool Kia, McDonald's and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
Winning. There's a McCafe drink for that. New drinks now at McCafe. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The Flying Horse is more than just a pub. It's the perfect spot to kick back with friends or family. Indulge in a delicious meal from Ember's wood-fired kitchen. Celebrate in one of their multiple function rooms. Catch up with mates in the sports bar or TAB. Grab a slab from their Bottle Mart bottle shop. There's even a courtesy bus. Plus, don't forget their drive-through bottle shop brewing Piccolo coffee. For the perfect venue, it's gotta be the Flying Horse. Of course!
At Warrnambool Kia, there's only one thing we love to do more than watching the all-new Kia Tasman ads, and that's to get in and drive it ourselves. Test drive the all-new Kia Tasman now at Warrnambool Kia to see what all the hype's about.
Need insurance? See MGA Insurance Group. Great service, expert advice and competitive premiums for farmers, business owners and transport operators. Call Dennis and Gareth Morgan and Glenn Skilbeck, 55596 200.
G'day, Luke Williams here. At Luke Williams Real Estate, competition is in our nature. Per team member, we sell more properties than anyone else. We're not the biggest, but we are the busiest. Luke Williams Real Estate. Let's kick some winning goals together this season.
Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater has all your fresh meats ready to go. And small goods handmade on the premises daily. Yeah! Find Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater at Lucas Brothers Butchers with easy, convenient drive-through. Corner of Banyan and Lava Streets, Warrnambool.
It's Beth from Warrnambool 24/7 Gym and Fitness. Warrnambool's biggest gym just got an extra 200 square metres bigger with a whole lot more equipment. Get your training done how you want and when you want. Warrnambool 24/7 Gym and Fitness Homemakers Centre.
Pure Stream AV is your local audiovisual expert across Warrnambool and Southwest Victoria. Delivering professional live streaming, event production and AV support you can rely on. From weddings and school performances to sports and community events, we handle the tech so you don't have to. Just need the gear, we also offer flexible AV hire with reliable equipment ready when you are. Pure Stream AV, local, professional and ready to help your event shine. Call us today.
We're up here maintaining the power lines that supply electricity to the network. Work that's Essentialist training is to perfecting your mark. Power Core, essential as.
Some people say there's more to life than drinks. I guess they haven't tried these ones. The delicious new range at McCafe. There's a drink for that. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At Warrnambool Kia, there's only one thing we love to do more than watching the all-new Kia Tasman ads, and that's to get in and drive it ourselves. Test drive the all-new Kia Tasman now at Warrnambool Kia to see what all the hype's about.
Hampton League Live on 3YB FM.
Another quarter of Hampden footy for Powercore. From the first bounce to the final siren, Powercore backs Hampden League footy because local footy is essential as.
Welcome back to Hampton League Live. It is quarter time here at the Cobden Community Bank Recreation Reserve, and what a first turn by the Cobden Bombers. 5-3-33, leading the Hamilton Kangaroos 1-2-8. Their pace was outstanding. Hey, Tildy Carter, all thanks to SC Concrete. Let's go downstairs to you to have some idea of what the Bombers were speaking about at quarter time.
Well, I'll go first to the Hamilton Kangaroos, boys, and they got a good old-fashioned bake, to be honest. Disappointed with their clearance work, with stoppage work, which I guess is one of the Hamilton Kangaroos' strengths with Big Levi on the side. Disappointed that they've got the fumbles, especially in their back line, getting pushed out of the way too easily. So it's up to the Hamilton Kangaroos to respond because they got a bit of an old-fashioned bake. Andrew Foster addressed the group there for the Cobden Bombers and spoke really well. And you know, he touched on what's very evident when you're out on the ground, when you're down here at ground level, boys. Just take Levi's strengths away from him. Look to play around him and. You know, that was very clear. I don't know if you remember when Brodie Marnie took that mark about 30 out from defensive goal. He didn't even look. First thing he knew was Walsh was going to be in his bike pushing out to the far side and just used him up. So let's just see what the Hamilton Kangaroos got to offer in this second quarter, boys.
Absolutely. So ball in the centre. Umpire Baker throws it up. Big jump. Dare just grabs it out of the ruck and gets a little bit of advantage with the handball. Slipping over there was Barnes. Prentice picked it up. Ripped off the ground there. Free kick's got to go to Dakin Morris, you would have thought. Didn't have the football, and they get a chance to get an early inside forward 50. So Dakin Morris back in the side this week. He's got a couple of players there if he wants to draw the handball, and he does. So they go inside forward 50. Darcy Russell territory, and Russell doesn't disappoint. Just got front position in the end, and we'll have a shot from about 30 metres out, Eyes Kelson.
Yeah, big strong boy. Unfortunately, it hasn't come down there enough for him to do his damage, but he just shows his ability in the air there. He's very, very difficult to get around when he sticks those mitts up.
So Darcy Russell looking for his first goal of the afternoon, and a much-needed goal for the Hamilton Kangaroos. Left footer, terrific kick of the air conveyance. Russell comes in, gets some good height, and he's done enough to kick his first of the day and the Kangaroos' first of this second term, and it trims the margin back 2-2-14, the Hamilton Kangaroos, 5-3-33, 19 points. A minute gone on the league contracting time clock. Tildy Carter, exactly what Brad Thomas would have wanted early on.
Yeah, for sure. And for the game's sake, Hilly, let's hope they do man a bit of a comeback here because, it's only 3 goals, so it's still game on very much. Darcy Russell always been a strong forward, boys. I think he's nephew of Tony, isn't he?
Certainly is. Yeah. A few goals in that family.
Oh, some good players there, Ice.
Yep.
Yeah, so just what they needed to start this second term, the Kangaroos. So it's back in the centre. Here they go again. Levi and Walsh. The ball hit the deck. Good tackle applied. It's been picked up out there by Hutt. So Hutt drives the ball forward for Cobden. Juggling attempt to mark out there was by Rook, but he couldn't do it in the end. Now the ball comes wider. There's a chance for English. He overrun it. It comes back out to him again. Little dribbler was good in the end because it favoured Morris. Morris dodges one, kicks it inboard, but it's all Cobden. And a good relieving mark taken out there by Hutt. So Joe Hutt centres it up. Good kick to Hewland, playing a good game too. He's got a runner riding shotgun. That's a good little option there to Jair Anderson. So Anderson goes further afield, taken out there by Big Gus. His handball wasn't great. It gives a chance now for Hamilton to go forward again. This is Anthony. So Anthony comes in, but again it's a 2-on-1 and the mark will be taken uncontested in the end by Geordie Fowler. So Fowler plays on quickly. Gets it out wider out there to Davis. Davis's handball went in. Now he gets it back again. Now he retreats back to Hutt. He'll square it up to Fowler. So they're controlling the footy, Cobden, at the moment. So Fowler on half back, just inside his defensive 50. He's going to go short to Walsh. Good mark. No, in fact, it's Archie Taylor. All this mosquito fleet, they all look the same, these Cobden Bombers. So Taylor, he's got Walsh on his own. Big boy Walsh. That's the big fella.
Gus.
In Gus. He plays on immediately. Great movement of the footy by Cobden, and they're going to have a shot on goal now because the mark has been taken out there by Smith. That was just beautiful movement, Eyes. They were patient. They found their options, and it's paid off for them.
Yeah, and look, Big Levi's trying to get back and block off that, but because of the width of the ground here, the Cobden Recreation Reserve, he's finding it hard to sort of get from one side of the ground to the other, the big fella, and as I said, those gaps are appearing.
And they're moving it quick, which makes it harder for him to get into position. Yeah. So here's Luke Smith. Good drop punt on its way, but it's gone to the left. So can't add to his tally this afternoon. He's kicked one, so the Bombers going to 5-4. 34, that's on the Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard. They lead the Hamilton Kangaroos 2-2-14. We've played almost 4.5 minutes of this second quarter.
Prentice takes a mark on half back. He'll go short via foot, looking for English. Now they've got a bit of space to work in. They're looking in the centre corridor, maybe too much on the kick, and Hutt, who's had a bit of early footy in the second term, takes an intercept mark. He finds Marnie all by himself. Now just patiently treads water behind the mark because numbers were favouring the Kangaroos behind the ball. He'll work it back to Joe Hutt. Hutt will go corridor, finds Thau. And Thau, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes back to Hutt. No, he's going to go the outer side. And spot up a teammate who's just lurking out there by himself, and Hewland. So Hewland kept the ball low. Ed Delaney takes the mark. Second gamer for the Bombers. They lead by 25, 34 to 2-2-14. So Delaney will go long towards left half forward. They fly. The good spoil there by the Bombers. Hawker reads it best, draws the handball out. Here's Feely having to sidestep a few, and he's got to take on about 4. Goes a little chip kick, and it's good enough, and he finds Tane Morris, the skipper of the Hamilton Kangaroos. Now these open up a little bit of space. They've got some opportunities here. Morris has to be quick with the handball. Finds Prentice inside forward 50. Anthony the target, waiting at the back there to sort of hand out some assistance. Gets it to Fowler. They work it out now. Some great work there by the Bombers' defence once again. That was Anderson who got the clearing kick. Will he spot up a teammate just in time? No, it goes out of bounds on the full. And the Hamilton Kangaroos will get a free kick through English.
Yeah, and English playing a good game too this afternoon for the Bombers, for the Kangaroos. Here they come. Russell flew from behind but couldn't take the mark. Recovering well though for Hamilton was Barnes. His kick came in inboard. It's nicely gathered out there by Prentice, I think it was, with a flying shot at goal, Fitzgerald. And it has gone over the line and out of bounds on the full eyes, Kelson.
Yeah, the last kick when they get inside 50 is really hurting Hamilton. They do a lot of hard work to get it there, but they're just not finding space inside 50, and it's hurting them. And Cobden are rebounding again and again.
Hey boys, just a quick around the grounds, all thanks to Matt Go Higher. North Warrnambool leading 53-26 over the Portland Tigers. Camperdown 5-4-34 leading the Blues 2 straight 12. Terang Mortlake 46 leading Port Fairy 20, and the Roosters leading Croydon by 7.
Well, so interesting. So the ball is kicked back into play by Anderson, and he's found a teammate in Walsh. That was Parker Walsh. His kick was good too because it's found Hutt.
Having a good game, boss.
Hutt,
yes.
Yeah, good player. So he was looking to go inboard, but they've covered the corridor, so maybe they're onto that, Hamilton. Oh, nicely roved out there by Walsh again. Parker Walsh, he seems to be everywhere. Oh, it might be a vicious little tackle. What's he going to do here, the umpire? No, yes, he's sling tackle. He wasn't quite sure.
Doesn't normally see in favour of little Paulie, but he's giving him a kick
Paulie's
there.
peeking. Doesn't win many free kicks, but his kick's good this time. And it goes to Walsh again. So he's in everything, little Parker Walsh. He's kicked a goal. He's going to go short. And this time the mark's taken by Archie Taylor, so he's been good too, Archie.
Yeah. Oh, they've got plenty of good players.
Looking to go in the corridor, but if you look there, they've closed that down. So something there have addressed Hamilton. Good kick down the line, but a good contested mark in the end's taken by Phillips. So Brody Phillips off half-back for Hamilton. He's going to go short. It's a dribbler. It's not a great kick, but good enough for Murray to get it. Now it come out there towards number 48 in Fitzgerald's in the glue pots, going nowhere. They're all jumping on it. Nice little pick up there and kick towards Cook, and he marked it fortuitously, Hamish Cook. So he's looking to play on. Now he's called to play on. He's got some soldiers. There's a long, long kick. This is going to be a goal. That's a great kick at goal by the Hamilton Kangaroos. It's Prentice, is it?
Yeah, Huey Prentice.
Yeah, so Huey Prentice was, conscious enough to see that Cook was in a little bit of trouble there, eyes for Sinnott's accountant stats, and he was good enough to run past, get the handball, and he said, "Don't worry about it, I'll finish it myself."
Yeah, they did a good job there, Hamilton, because again they brought it back through the centre corridor, but there was a couple of times it was looking a bit iffy, but they put the head over the foot, he got hold of it, and it resulted in a goal. So good work, and put some 14 points behind Cobden, who you would say were looking like they were going to just get right away in this game, but Hamilton have hit back.
Good start there by the Kangaroos in this second term. The high jump from Walsh, just couldn't quite get a hand on the ball.
They come again.
Here they go through English. Too much on the kick, and just waiting patiently there was Fowler. He's been a ripper player for the Cobden Bombers. Fowler, how's that for a kick? It's a beauty. Spots up a teammate with absolute execution over there, Curtis Baker.
They use that wing a lot, don't they? The far side, the scoreboard side of the ground.
And they use it well. So just patiently with ball in hand, the Bombers looking for the next best option. And they're going to bring it back towards Fowler at centre half back, who can try and open up the ground. He goes to foul. He's got Yulin out on the outer wing. If he can hit him, he does. He can go over the top and find a teammate. Just waiting patiently there in the end. He's going to get the 1-2. No. They're asking the question. Works it back to Pekin. So 60 from home. Pekin now, he's going to drive it in, but not his best in the end. Intercepted mark there by the Hamilton Kangaroos. He's trying to keep it low for a teammate, but just didn't quite get it as well as he would have liked. The kick forward towards Russell. Gets his own ball. He'll kick it into territory for a teammate to run onto. Cook up the ground. Foul right on his tail. Anderson did really well for the Bombers. He's wrapped up, but he just caused a contest. Here they go. Fitzgerald's gone, holding the ball. He just slipped up behind him and grabbed him, Angus Ewell, and it was a beauty. Snuck up.
Yeah, he snuck up like a librarian.
Absolutely he did. So here comes Luke Smith. He's got a teammate, Darcy, over the top if he wants to hit him. Doesn't. He chooses Parker Walsh, who's had a lot of the footy early in this first half. He's going to have to be good with the kick. He is to Hutz. Gee, Hutz had some football too, just quietly. And it comes out to the other Walsh in young Campbell, who had a very good first half in the first quarter.
The Walshes must have a bet on who's going to get it the most.
So the kick's all right, and it's Anderson who's got the ball in hand. So he can go back here to Edmund Walsh if he wants him. No, he's going to go short corridor, and he finds Campbell, and he'll go and find a teammate to his brother Parker. He'll go on that other side, and it's a good kick in the end.
Mike Walsh will get it in a minute.
They're terrific. They're a good family, football family. Here comes Beacon. Inside, no, smothered off the boot, but it gets a little bit of territory anyway. Inside forward 50 just. They're defending with their life, the Kangaroos. Free kick, and they'll get it. And it's going to be Will Povey with the resultant free kick, boss.
Yeah, so Povey, off half-back, finds a teammate. They're out wide. Again, they're closing down the options. Cobden, so he's going to be forced to kick down the line. Up they go. The mark couldn't be taken out there by Morris. Now it spills to the back. Good tackle applied there. Come out towards Thau in game number 100. Thau's handball went up to the advantage there, but he couldn't control it. Now's a chance for Hamilton to go back inside 50. Ooh. Cook juggled it, but he couldn't mark it, but he is good at ground level to recover. Gets it off there to, that was English. Now English kicks to the forward pocket. Good mark, good use of the body, and turns around and goes bang, kicks a goal. That's Geordie Anthony.
Good effort.
For his second of the afternoon. So they've hit back hard, haven't they, the Hamilton Kangaroos? They go on to 4-2-26. That is on the Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard. The Cobden Bombers are 5-4-34 on the boundary for SC Concrete. Tildy Carter, they've hit back well.
They have. They've responded. Credit to them. Anthony, is he full forward in the twos, did you say, for a while, Hilly?
Yeah, he's leading the goal kicking in the twos at the moment.
He plays like an old-fashioned full forward, stays at home, nice and strong in a contest. But I think the thing about this quarter, boys, Hamilton have defended a lot better. They've allowed Cobden to knock the footy around with a bit of kick mark, but no stage this quarter of Cobden have been able to link 3 or 4 handballs up and play that run and gun game.
No, and that's where they were really hurting them, weren't they?
Yeah, they were, sure.
And they look like they're making harder work of it, getting their goals, Hamilton, but they're getting them.
Game on now, Oz. Yep. Good game of footy.
Walsh inside 50, well read by Fearley, feeds out the handball. McShane. Now it's back to Fearley, goes further down the ground. There may have been a high contact there for mine. Free kick to the Cobden Bombers, and guess who it is? Joe Hart. Jeez, he's been a good player for him this term.
10 possessions this quarter, I reckon.
Easy. So Joe Hutt just going back behind his mark. He's going to bring it back to centre half back, and they like the ball in this fella's hands in Fowler. He just sets them up so nice. He's like a quarterback. So Louis Darcy, good kick into a bit of territory. Can they just hold in the nick of time? They do. That was Walsh, works it back, and Fowler once again. So he'll go short, Pekin. He'll get it back to Fowler. Fowler on the left boot, awkwardly kicks it in there, and a mark taken by Taylor. Inside, intercept mark taken, and Hawker was the one for the Kangaroos that stood tall. So Jason Hawker. They trail by 8 points. It's been a good quarter by the Hamilton Kangaroos. Looking for a rook, slipped through his fingers. Reading it best was Fairley, who's been ultra important to Yuba Gang. Goes further down the ground looking for a rustle, but it just trickles over the boundary line. And we'll go over the boundary to our SC Concrete boundary rider and Tildy Carter.
Yeah, once again, they're defending pretty well across there, Hamilton. They've really slowed the tempo of the game down, which they needed to do, because first quarter was all Cobden playing that electrifying footy, that run and gun style, but they've slowed the tempo down and been rewarded on the scoreboard.
Yeah, so Levi got the tap down, but it only went as far as Luke Smith, so he kicks inside 50, a chance for Cobden to score. The ball hits the deck, nicely broken away out there, though, was by Hawker. He's playing a good game.
Yeah, he was a bit stiff.
He's pinged for holding the ball.
Yeah, just didn't see that extra one behind him.
So little Henry Robinson, he's going to kick Cobden forward again. Marnie sharks it, has a snap at goal. Is it going to get the distance and the accuracy? No, it's rushed over the line at the last minute. But beautifully sharked off the pack there, Brody Marnie. So just the one behind, so 5-5-35 on the Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard. That's the Cobden Bombers. They're a 9-point advantage over the Hamilton Kangaroos, are on 4-2-26.
Defending pretty well, Hamilton, because they've been under heat.
They are, and now there's a one-on-one out in that far outer side between Darcy. That's Louis Darcy. He wins it in the end, and he goes short again. That was a nice little handball over the top by Campbell Walsh. chance back to Campbell again, but he couldn't control it. And I think he's pulled out a free kick here.
Yeah, it might have been a little bit of a legging. Tully Darcy, the recipient.
So Darcy, is he too far out to score? He's not sure himself. He thinks he might be half a chance. He's going to go back and have a deliberate shot. I think at worst he'll put this to the goal square in the hot spot. So 5-5-35, 4-2-26. The Hamilton Kangaroos trail by 9 points. So Darcy, good kick, went to the top of the goal square as we expected. It's bouncing around like a pinball machine. Who's going to get on the end of it? They're going to relieve. That's good work by Hamilton in the end. Kicked down the line to a one-on-one. Hutt was at the back, but it didn't bounce for him. It's picked up there by number 60 in Prentice. Now Prentice is under pressure. They can't clear it here, the Kangaroos. Lots of players around the ground. It spills out to Walsh. Handball over to Gussie Walsh, who has a ping at the big sticks. Just touched on the line.
They saved a couple on the last line, haven't they?
They have. So 5-6-36. The Cobden Bombers 4-2-26, a 10-point advantage. 17 minutes second quarter action. Trenell.
What are your thoughts, Tildy?
Perfect conditions down there, Tildy. Not a breath of wind, is there?
It's beautiful, mate. And the locals at the can bar are having a good day out too, boys. So,
any giving you any lip or not?
Good luck.
No, always got to roll with Cobden, boys. Good lads.
Very good.
Here's English. Good get out of defensive 50. Anthony contests. Awaiting there is Anderson. Handballs ricochets off his opponent. Ball goes over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in. So 17 minutes gone, second term, Tildy, all thanks to SC Concrete. Sort of thoughts and where you see the game going in the next 10 or so minutes?
Oh, well, as I said previously, Hilly, I just think they've been able to slow the tempo of the game, the Hamilton Kangaroos, and that suited them, because when Cobden get into space, the footy in some time space in front of them, they're awful hard to stop. So they've responded well, because they got an old-fashioned tune-up at quarter time, boys. I can let you know that.
You know what? It was looking dangerous too, and they have turned it around to their credit.
Looked like a blowout, eyes.
Yeah, absolutely it did. Yep.
So they're all in the clinches. Free kick's going out of the Bombers. First into it was Lockie Davis, and he'll get the free kick. A bit of high contact. So they've yet to kick a goal in this second term, the Bombers. Fowler kicks with some penetration. They fly. Walsh went through his fingers. That was Gus. Here's Archie Taylor. Feeds a handball only as far as Rook. Intercepts quickly, puts it on the boot. Gus Walsh has a big leap at it. Tries to follow it up at his feet. It was Ewland. Ball comes out, and still a lot of players around the contest. They just can't get a clean feed out. And we'll have a stoppage just inside the forward 50 for the Cobden Bombers. So 10 points the margin, 18 and a half minutes gone on the league contracting time clock. Sun is out. This is what Hampton footy's all about, especially with the weather. Everyone's smiling. Ubigang did well. McNeil coming into trouble. He's wrapped up by Darcy, not going anywhere, and we'll have a stoppage. A little bit closer to home for the Cobden Bombers. So they've kicked 3-0 in this second term, the Kangaroos. The ruckwork comes out. Snapping there was Taylor. Yes, what a goal! Archie Taylor, if you don't mind. A left foot snap off the one step. And it gives the Bombers their first of the afternoon of this second term. 6-6-42, leading Hamilton 4-2-26. Right spot, right time, Ice?
Yeah, it was. But they were working hard. To their credit, Hamilton had defended grimly. But as I said, eventually the dam broke, because Cobden had it in there for a while and snapped truly. And, beautiful goal to Taylor.
Yeah, you're right, Eyes. They were defending resolutely, weren't they, the Hamilton Kangaroos? But you just felt it was only a matter of time. So they swing back out to a 16-point advantage, the Bombers. At ground level going nowhere was Fitzgerald.
Hasn't missed many tap-outs, Big Dare.
No, here he is again. Walsh actually won that one. So the ball spills to the back. Diving after it was... that was number 44 in Luke Smith. He couldn't control it. There'll be another ball up about 15 metres closer to the Cobden's goal than the last one was. So big Levi and Walsh. Levi got the tap down. Only went to the advantage of Cobden, but there's going to be another one, because getting up after being driven into the ground by big Levi was Lockie Davis.
Working overtime, the ruckman here.
They are, as is the umpire. So Walsh there mistimed his jump there Walsh, and the ball eventually came out towards Kemp. So Matty Kemp for Cobden kicks the ball into the half-forward line, just over the 50. But again, a big skirmish there, Eyes, and well, they got it where they want it because they did this for their last goal. They just worked, and eventually, as you said, the damn wall busted. So Dare got the tap down. Well done there. Nice little blind turn in the end was by Baker. Now Hamilton will repel that little attack. The kick wasn't great, but Prentice was really good. He had the presence of mind to get it out to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald kicks it into a vacant forward line. Reading it better was the 100 gamer in Thau. His little handball went out to Walsh. This is Campbell Walsh. He spent it before he had it there, and that was little Archie Taylor. Come back to Thau. Thau's handball went inside. Nice little handball came out towards Louis Darcy. Darcy's handball went on further afield again. Now we've got Davis. Davis's handball went over, but there's a free kick paid in the meantime.
Swing tackle, boys.
Might actually disadvantage Cobden there.
I reckon.
So free kick to Eddie Walsh. So Eddie goes wide, and he's got more space than Buzz Aldrin out there at the moment. So the ball's kicked back into Fowler. So Fowler kicks into the centre, controlling the footy. Good mark taken by Kemp, the skipper. So Kemp, this is Matty Kemp. Again, he's going to go wide looking for options, and they still haven't covered him, Hamilton, because the ball's gone very wide. Now running past and gathering it for Cobden was number 15. Now there's a chance that, it's chopped off by Hamilton at half back, so they'll drive it back whence it came. There's going to be a big pack. Up they go. Good spoil from behind was officiated there by Delaney. They're going to win it out again, the Bombers, because it comes to Ewland. Big kick to the half-forward line. Big Levi got into the front, but he couldn't take the mark. It spills out the back there towards Taylor. That's Archie Taylor. He's a chance to kick down the ground, is it? Or he's paying it where it actually happened?
Yeah, no, he caught him high, Possum. So he's got to bring it back.
So he's going to bring it back, and he's a little bit slow to get to his feet. And it's big Gussie Walsh.
He'd be about, he's too far out to score, but he'd be about 75 out Poss from goal.
Yeah, little Henry Robinson didn't like the attention. He thought he'd stick up for his big ruckman. So Walsh, big kick to the goal square. Marking contest. Up they go, and a good, strong mark.
Luke Smith.
Taken by Smith. So Luke Smith, he's been very, very valuable up there forward for the Cobden Bombers. He's just kicked the one goal, but he's presented himself nicely on a number of occasions, Eyes.
He has. He got clean run at the footy. And, of course, if he gets that, he's got a beautiful pair of hands, and he's probably only 10 metres out, Poss. Very, very kickable directly in front.
Yeah, directly in front after a little surge by the Hamilton Kangaroos. Cobden are going to bounce back with 2 goals on the trot, and that's straight through the middle by Luke Smith. So the Bombers go into 7-6, 48. That's on the Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard. The Hamilton Kangaroos 4-2-26. S&C Concrete on the boundary. Tildy Carter. So a good steadier. 2 in a row to the Bombers to sort of sniff out that little surge by Hamilton.
Yeah, they've answered pretty well, haven't they, Poss? I think they've just about got the margin back to what it was at quarter time, boys. Just a bit of a medical update here, boys. I think Paulie Peake, and he might be getting his ankle strapped up. He's a bit proppy down here, but as we know, take a fair bit to stop him, Oz.
Well, I just wondered when he didn't start on the ground whether he might have had a little issue too, Scotty.
Could be carrying a bit of a niggle, but he's getting re-strapped now, so I think we'll see him again.
Very important 4 or 5 minutes now, in particular for Hamilton, I reckon. If Cobden kicked another couple of quick goals here,
no.
It would be pretty costly.
Tell you what, Oz, they play some numbers in their back 50.
Yeah, they do. They get numbers back.
Davis inside 50. Oh, good mark, Tay Morris. That was a beautiful mark. It was Cam White, in fact.
Might be a free kick here.
Oh, it was a free kick
Mick,
to
I reckon, boys.
Mickey Coronius.
And one thing, Mick, is he's a pretty good kick at goal, Hilly.
Oh, he's a dead-eye dick, mate. There's no doubt about it.
That one hurts.
So, a couple of free kicks there against the Kangaroos, resulting in Coronius having a set shot at goal. So, Mickey hasn't had a lot of opportunities today. Contested well, but he can make it back-to-back goals in the matter of a minute. Comes him 25 metres out. We know what Mickey can do. He does not miss, Mickey Coronius. And another goal for the Cobden Bombers. And on that national tile scoreboard, they go to 8-6, 54 to 4-2, 26, 25 and a half gone. eyes, Carlson, all thanks to Lee Contracting.
Well, the thing is, for all their hard work, Hamilton, and they did control a bit of this quarter, she's ballooned out again. What have we got, a 28-point margin? Like I said, they've just put the foot down again, Cobden.
Hey, quickly around the grounds, guys, sorry. North Warrnambool 66 leading Portland 32. The Roosters 22 leading Koroit 16. Camperdown 53 leading Warrnambool 18. And Terang Mortlake 59 leading Port Fairy 33.
Well, we did speak pre-game about, Warrnambool not wanting to upset all the good work they've done last week, so they want to get on their bike.
I reckon they got rolled up there last year, boys.
They might have too.
But I reckon in contrasting conditions, though, I think.
And so back here at Cobden, they got back to within 9 points, the Kangaroos, but the Cobden Bombers have surged. To put it back out to a 28-point advantage just before half-time. There's a boundary throw in on the half-forward flank just inside 50 for Cobden, so it's going to be the big ruckman again. Gussie Walsh came from behind and won the tap out. Now they're forcing it forward just in sheer numbers, almost like rugby at the moment. There's a free kick's been picked out of this. It's going to Hamilton. And the free kick right on half-time, so he won't get to take his kick. So at half-time, very entertaining contest here at Cobden this afternoon. Hampden League Live, match of the day. Cobden 8-6-54, leading Hamilton 4-26. That quarter went just over 28 minutes, almost 29 minutes. Eyes Kelson, after a little bit of a surge from the Hamilton Kangaroos, the Bombers steadied, and they've got back out to a 28-point advantage.
Handy lead going into half-time because, in fairness to Hamilton, they did hit back really hard. Like, it would have been not easy for them to lay down, of course, but they copped an awful serve at quarter time, and they did hit back, but again, the last 10 minutes or so was just completely controlled by Cobden again and snuck back out to that lead that they had at quarter time, and they're 28 points in front. So going to be pretty hard to get past from here, I think, Cobden.
Yeah, it's been a great first half. Tildy, you're just talking down there with the great man, Paulie Pekin. How's he feeling?
Well, he just said to me, an old man's injury, mate, the calf.
Oh, no.
He'll be right. He's a hard nut.
So, first half done and dusted here at the Cobden Community Bank Recreation Reserve. The Bombers will take a 28-point lead in. We're going to take a break. We're going to catch up with one of our netballers through our Crawley's Milk Bar half-time show, and then we'll be back with second half action right after this.
Hampden League Live and exclusive on streamer for Badeness Rural, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, Warrnambool Kia, McDonald's and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Caramit Road, Warrnambool.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, love and everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sun gold.
Hi, it's John from Cura Health Service, Elder Care Support Program. We provide support by helping Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders people aged 50 plus get registered with My Aged Care. If you're having trouble navigating the confusing aged care sector, give us a call on 55 67 1270 and we can help guide you through the process. Cura Health, always here for mob.
Need something welded or fabricated? See Warrnambool Sheet Metal. Commercial kitchens, benches, exhaust and new canopies, handrails, gates, mailboxes and toolboxes. There's not much Warrnambool Sheet Metal can't do. Braithwaite Street.
At Warrnambool Kia, there's only one thing we love to do more than watching the all-new Kia Tasman ads, and that's to get in and drive it ourselves. Test drive the all-new Kia Tasman now at Warrnambool Kia to see what all the hype's about.
Delicious meals, kids' playroom, function room, big screen TV, sports, live music, courtesy bus. Rafford East Haven has something for the whole family. Become a Hump member for special discounts at the Thirsty Camel drive-through bottle shop. Whatever the occasion, make it memorable at Rafford East Haven.
Getting a text back.
She texted back!
There's a McCafe drink for that. New drinks now at McCafe. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
We're up here maintaining the power lines that supply electricity to the network. Work that's essential as training is to perfecting your mark. Power core, essential as.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop. Time for you, time for me, love and everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sungold.
Hampton League Live on 3YB FM.
Another quarter of Hampden footy. The Power Core. From the first bounce to the final siren, Power Core backs Hampden League footy because local footy is essential as.
Welcome back to Hampden League Live, our halftime show, all thanks to Crawley's Milk Bar in Terang. In just a moment, Trent Hill catches up with our netballer of the week, Jess Boucher from the Cobden Netball Club, but we'll go through the progress scores for you at the moment. Our match of the day at Cobden, the Cobden Bombers 8-6-54, leading the Hamilton Kangaroos 4-2-26. In other matches, South Warrnambool 3-4-22, lead Koroit 2-4-16. North Warrnambool Eagles 10-6-66, leading the Portland Tigers 5-2-32. Camperdown 8-5-53, lead the Warrnambool Blues 4 straight 24. And Terang Mortlake 9-5-59, leading the Port Fairy Seagulls 5-3-33. Final scores in Sungold Open Netball today for round 13. And it was South Warrnambool 58 defeating Koroit 36. Cobden 77 defeating Hamilton Kangaroos 33. North Warrnambool Eagles 64 defeating Portland 33. Camperdown 56 defeated Warrnambool 52. And Port Fairy 43 defeated Terang Mortlake 35. And in the AFL at the moment, it is Port Adelaide taking on the Fremantle Dockers at Adelaide Oval. And it is Fremantle in the lead, but Port Adelaide are on the way back at the moment. Current score there is Port Adelaide 9-7-61, trailing the Dockers 11-8-74.
Hampton League Live on 3YB FM.
Thanks to Crawley's Milk Bar Terang, this is the Hampden League Live Netballer of the Week.
Let's head to the Cobden Bombers. We're going to catch up with one of their shooters, and Jess Boucher. Jess, thanks for jumping on the netball show.
No, thank you.
Nice to have you on, and what a nice season it's been for yourself. Obviously, you've sort of been in the mix the last couple of years. You've been in that Division 1 Open squad for the last couple of years, but this year you've really got an opportunity and have played 11 games, which is terrific.
Yeah, no, it has been. Yeah, I guess being at Cobden, they've had a very good open team for the last how many years, but yeah, I think I've been really grateful to finally get to go in there and have a good taste of it.
What have you been? Have you done anything different in the off season, or was it a chat with Nadine and Soph seeking some more opportunities, or is it maybe a few players that weren't playing that allowed you to step up and have that chance?
Yeah, so I sat down with Nads probably at the end of last year, and we kind of spoke about if I wanted to push and get to there, what it would take. So, gaining my fitness to be able to actually run out those 15-minute quarters, just a bit of more strength work to body up against some of those defenders. But no, yeah. And then obviously a lot of rotation in the team this year, a lot of movement with a few girls out not playing. But yeah, opportunities there.
And I guess tell me about the step up. Obviously, Division One's a high quality competition, but the Open's probably just next level. When you're coming up against sides like South and Koroit and Warrnambool and Port Fairy's had a great year this year as well, and you guys are tracking really nicely. So is it a bit of a step up from, I guess, Division One?
Yeah, it's a huge step up. I think the physicality is a big thing, especially in those extra 3 minutes of each quarter. You don't think it's much, but those last 3 minutes, they're still going. You're like, oh, I'm buggered. Like, when's the buzzer going to go? But yeah, I think maintaining that physicality, everything, to be able to even shoot under pressure all that time, it's a big step up.
Who are a couple of the harder defenders you've come up against this year? Because I look at our goalies, we've got so many good goalies, but gee whiz, we've got some really good defenders as well.
Yeah. I think personally probably Jen O'Connor against South. I was very intimidated that very first game, but no, yeah, she was unreal to play against.
And tell us a bit about Nads and Sophie. They've been sort of leading the charge on and off, one after the other over the last couple of years. They're terrific people first and foremost, but they're great netball minds, aren't they?
Yeah, their knowledge is crazy. You come off sometimes and Sophie will tell you little things and you're like, oh, I wouldn't even think to do that or think about that when I'm out there. So yeah, even just those little things, it's just, makes it so much easier to learn and get straight in there.
I reckon the team and the coaches would be pretty happy to have another person that's in that shooting circle alongside yourself in Em Finch back, sitting third on the goals. It's like she was playing last year and hasn't changed. She's come back probably even better.
Yeah, no, she's slotted straight back in. It's been great to have her, great to play with her, great to learn off her. Makes it, having her on court to play with makes it very easy.
A couple of younger players in your side. So I class you as a youngster, still relatively young, but Matilda Darcy's another standout for mine. Just looking at the best players each and every week, and she's featured pretty heavily in that defensive end. So, great size for the Bombers with someone like Matilda, who's homegrown, to be playing some nice netball as well.
Yeah, I think she's had an amazing year. She's another player that's really stepped up this year with her fitness, everything. I think she's got a really great body in defence and really made a huge impact with us, which has been great.
Your team's last few weeks have been outstanding, some really strong wins. I think you're sitting in third position now, which is probably where the aim is, to try and get that double chance come finals with 6 rounds to go. What's been the change in form, I guess, from the start to now?
Look, there's been a lot of movement through the team this year. There's been a lot of injuries, a lot of girls away, but I think we're starting to settle back into that. And I think Nads and Sophie have had a really big focus this year on utilising everyone's strengths. So that way, whoever's on the court, we can play to them and what their strength is. So I think, bringing a huge focus on each individual player has really helped us all come together and really click for this second half.
Now, you got a chance to play Hampton League under-23s. How'd you enjoy that experience?
No, it was really good. I didn't expect the call-up at all, but no, it was a really good experience. Really good to play with a few girls from around the league and even be coached under Will. It was great.
And the Ballarat side, they were really strong as well. So to come out a draw was probably a nice way for it to finish, in that first year of having this concept.
Yeah, no, they were a very strong team. I guess, draw was a good way. No winners, no losers.
Hey, and lastly, this week, Cobden take on Hamilton up at home. Each game is really important from now on in. As we said, you're sitting in third, but Port Fairy and you've got Warrnambool, North Warrnambool still in contention, and Terang Mortlake all breathing down your neck. So wins are really important. And Hamilton had a win last week, and their form has been pretty good the last 4 or 5 weeks too. So it's no late Emma's there.
Yes, I think it'll just be go in, do what we do every week, just focus on what we can do, and that'll be it.
Hey Jess, you're doing a great job in that shooting circle. Great to see you, being more of a frequent part of that Open team. Keep up the good work, and thanks for jumping on and having a chat.
Perfect, thank you for that.
Hampton League live and exclusive on Streamer for Badeness Rural, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, Warrnambool Kia, McDonald's and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, love and everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold.
If I want to buy that house, I'll need a conveyancer. I should get online and...
In 200 metres, take the third exit onto Liebig Street.
Southwest Conveyancing? But, oh, well, that makes sense.
Contact the Warrnambool or Portland office or southwestconveyancing.com.au.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Karamat Road, Warrnambool.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
Dr. Xavier McKinnon here from the locally owned and operated Hampden Vet Clinic. We're now in Warrnambool and ready to look after your farm animals and available 24/7 if you need us. Pregnancy testing, lame cows, calf disbudding, we do it all.
Hampden Vets. Give them a call. They're good at what they do.
We're up here maintaining the power lines that supply electricity to the network. Work that's essentialist training is to perfecting your mark. Power Core, essential as.
At Warrnambool Kia, there's only one thing we love to do more than watching the all-new Kia Tasman ads, and that's to get in and drive it ourselves. Test drive the all-new Kia Tasman now at Warrnambool Kia to see what all the hype's about.
Getting a text back.
She texted back!
There's a McCafe drink for that. New drinks now at McCafe. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
You gotta get down to Pontins. They're the expert crew who are always here for you. That's where the locals go and the tradies know. You gotta get down to Pontins. We've got ya.
Hampton League Live on 3YB FM.
Another quarter of Hampden footy for Power Core. From the first bounce to the final siren, Power Core backs Hampden League footy because local footy is essential as.
Welcome back to Hampton League Live, nearing the end of half-time here at the Cobden Community Bank Recreation Reserve, and it was all the Cobden Bombers in the first half. They're currently leading 8-6-54 to 4-2-26. It was a great early start to the second term by the Kangaroos. They were able to get a few goals, but late in that quarter, the Cobden Bombers were able to kick a couple in succession to be leading by 28 points at half-time. Let's go around the courts, all thanks to Power Core, because Power Core is essential as, and we'll look at our final results in our Open Division netball. South Warrnambool getting the job done over the Koroit Saints 58 to 36. Cobden big winners 77 defeating Hamilton Kangaroos 33. North Warrnambool notching up another win 64 to 33. Camperdown their second win of the season defeating Warrnambool, who are inside the top 5 57 to 53. And currently, I think it is full-time almost, Port Fairy leading Terrain Mortlake 43 to 35. So some good results there. Possum Kelly, what are your thoughts of what we might see in the second half?
Yeah, well, I guess from a Hamilton point of view, Hilly, they'll want to come out and start this quarter the way they started the second quarter, but then being able to sustain it, they just weren't able to do that. They got back to within 9 points, but to Cobden's credit, they kicked the next 3, I think, then, and sprung it back out to a 28-point advantage. So it's an important quarter, obviously, for Hamilton. They'll want to be sort of close enough to on even par, I'd nearly recognise, if they really want to make some in-grounds and give themselves an opportunity three-quarter time to win it.
Yeah, you just wonder if they can launch that comeback like they did after the first quarter, because they're in a similar predicament here. And their coach has been to the well once already about giving them a serve, so I'd be interested to know how he treated half-time, because you can only do that so often, can't you, loss. And really, overall, they weren't too bad in the second quarter, but Cobden just hurt them there late. They've just found a way, Cobden, of getting their goals a little bit easier than what Hamilton have, haven't they? Everything Hamilton's done seemingly has been harder work than Cobden just go bang, bang, bang in retaliation.
Yeah, and they've been able to get into space, haven't they? Their switching of the footy's been pretty good. They've been able to get it out wide to blokes in space and then continue on to chip kick down into the forward line. So their efficiency, I suppose, Hilly, is a little bit better, whereas I said that the work rate of Hamilton has to be absolutely high for them to be able to score. They're just doing it the hard way. But nevertheless, they're 28 points. It's not insurmountable starting the second half, so let's hope they can get themselves back in it.
Hey, Tildy Carter, let's go to you, all thanks to SC Concrete. There'll be one short on the bench too. The Bombers, it looks like Paulie Pekin won't be taking his place in the second half of this game.
Yeah, Paulie walked past half-time, boys, and said he's got the old man's injury, the calf muscle, so that's disappointing for Cobden. But yeah, you just think for the Hamilton Kangaroos, boys, you'd want to be within a couple of goals at three-quarter time here.
So ball in the centre with umpire Ross Watson. They jump at it. That was Walsh. Gathered by Barnes, goes towards inside 50, Hamish Cook territory. Good battle against Thou. Anthony there first to it. He's wrapped up straight away, and we'll have a stoppage inside forward 50. So some early looks, like it was in the second term. They just need to convert on the scoreboard when they've got it inside their forward 50, the Kangaroos. Early jump, the Dare just stood his ground and gave it a good little bit of meterage. Murray trying to control the football. He's wrapped up. They're a little bit closer to home, the Kangaroos. And we'll go once again. Any positional changes, anything you can see there, Tildy?
I think Brodie Marnie still started forward, boys, and Big Mix pushed up a little bit higher. Marnie's still got his movement back, boys. He looks in good nick for a guy that suffered a really serious knee injury last year. He's still good to watch for sure.
He's been a good player, hasn't he?
Been a good player. Like, people have got to remember, he played seniors in the sample. He's a quality player.
Yeah.
So point there to the Hamilton Kangaroos, which allows the Bombers to kick it in. And look at that, very clean by foot. And they're on right half back, the Bombers. So they've had some good attacks across half back. They're just looking for that best option to go, and the direction's looking towards Mottram, but it's intercepted, and here they go. Tane Morris has to be quick to Prentice, intercepted, and now the Bombers are trying to control it. They do. They kick towards Mottram by Walsh. That was Gus. Lukey Smith just awaiting. Taken too high. Wants to play on, he does. Finds
his head
Walsh.
I thought it was stopping then, Tilt.
Phillips gets it. He'll kick it high towards the wing. Big fly there, but standing his ground nicely was Hutt, and Hutt takes the mark.
Yeah, it might have been argued there that he was shepherded out, Cook, but no free kick given. Now Kemp has got it for Cobden in the centre. He kicks it out wide. Finds a teammate out there in Fowler, so Fowler drives it forward. Couldn't take the mark, Marnie. They got players at ground level, but a good tackle applied is going to force this. It's going to be a bounce right on the boundary line, just inside 50 for Cobden. They lead 8-6, 54, 4-3, 27. The Kangaroos. So a ball up. Big Levi got the tap down. Bursting his way through there. I think it was number 14 for Hamilton in Knight. It's coming back, flying from behind Brodie Marnie, affected the spoil. The Kangaroos have got the numbers at ground level, but a good tackle applied. Are they good enough to get out of this? They've got numbers there if they're good enough. Pinged by one hand there. Now the ball's come back out and it's still in play. Cobden have got an opportunity to square it up. Big Mickey's got it. Big Mick goes bang, but he's offline and kicked one behind. So first score to Cobden for the third quarter, 8-7-55. Hamilton 4-3-27. We've played just over 3 minutes in this third quarter, brought to you by Powercore. And, we had lights and everything going last week at this time of the day, but today we've got pure solar energy beaming in on Cobden Recreation Reserve. The kick-in's taken by McGinley for Hamilton. That was almost a throw, but he got away with it. Now they'll go forward again. The mark's taken out in the wing there by English. English goes further afield. This is a good little passage of play by the Kangaroos if they can take advantage of it. They might be able to, so the kick's gone long into the forward line. getting back and couldn't take the mark. Thau's going to be one of the first to recover. He is. Good little handball went out to Hutt, playing a great game for Cobden today. Start thinking about Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day. He's going to be in the conversation, and his little kick was good, and he found Campbell Walsh.
He did, and he'll spot up Curtis Baker, true centre wing, broadcast side. So just holding things up and making sure the next kick's the right one. Baker has to play on now. Kicks towards half forward. Smith flies, pushing the back, and Levi Dare is going to be the resultant free kick person for the Hamilton Kangaroos. It was an ambitious jump, so it wasn't.
He had a good platform,
yeah, absolutely. McNeil takes the mark. Left half back for the Kangaroos. So they're working it across the face. He does successfully, finds White. He'll go short by a foot good to kick. Half back, and a nice one. And now it's going to be Phillips just inside the centre square. So they're getting that run and handball game going. Prentice, a short little kick's a nice one. Finds Ethan Knight. Knight will go forward 50. Darcy Russell the target. Good work there by Anderson. Now they get it out of defence, the Bombers. Clean by a foot to Thau. Thau will go over and looking for Archie Taylor, who's just accumulating. And now he's going to play on. He likes to run and kick with a bit of penetration. That's a beauty. That is an absolutely sensational kick to Henry Robertson. He'll go back laterally. Finds Hutt. Gets it to a running Taylor. Handball to Davis. He might get the 1-2. He's going to have to be quick. He's wrapped up. Not quick enough, and the free kick's going to go to the Kangaroos. Nice tackle there, and I reckon that might be T. Feely, who's the free kick.
Yeah, Feely's got it. Squares it up nicely. Got it on further afield to English. English's big kick to the top of the goal square. Big contest there. Coming out first for Cobden, though, was Eddie Walsh. Now he's got a player wider. That was a nice kick too, because he's gone down the wing in a good kick, and he's found Lukey Smith. So Luke Smith under the Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard, 8-7-55, Cobden 4-3-27, Hamilton. Here's Marnie. He was going to give the handball. Now he elects to go long with the kick. It wasn't a great kick in the end, to be fair. Hewland is there, but he couldn't control it, and he's tackled, and there'll be a ball up just inside 50 for Cobden. So a bit of a subdued start to this third quarter. Up they go, Levi Dare and Coronius. Oh, the bounce never favoured Hamilton. This might be too high. No, good tackle in the end by Hamilton. The ball spills out the back. Here's a shot at goal, and he's missed. That was out there by little Lockie Davis. So just the one behind, 8-8-56, brother. Or is already updated, 8-7-55, 4-3-27, 30, 20, what do we got there? 28, no, now it's 8-8-56, a 29-point advantage to the Bombers. So the kick out from full back was a good one, and that's a nice kick. And he's found his teammate out there in McGinley, so Harry McGinley on half back for the Hamilton Kangaroos. Lots of numbers forward the footy, but he's good enough to pick out he's dropped it. He should have taken that, Cook. He's not having a great day in the air. Now it spills out to Davis. Now this is what they do. They switch at Cobden. They got one wide. It's Hewlett. He's got Big Mickey Coronius all on his own inside 50. Big Mick marks it. He might be a little bit too far out. I think he knows he is, but it's a good kick, but it's just had too much carry on it for Baker. Curtis Baker couldn't control it, and it's gone over the line, out of bounds, adjacent to the point post here. 8-8-56 Cobden, 4-3-27 the Hamilton Kangaroos. We've played 7.5 minutes third quarter action. Hampden League Live match of the day.
So boundary throw in 5 metres around from the Cobden goal. Dare and Coronius. Smothered kick by Morris. Henry Robertson sharked out the handball. Marnie was his intended target. Morris good enough to go and run and get it out of defensive 50. So Geordie Anthony on the lead out in front. On his tail was his opponent, Anderson. And we'll have a stoppage. Tildy, all thanks to SC Concrete.
Yeah, come here today, keen to have a look at Feely for the first time, boys. He's a good mover, isn't he?
Yeah, good player.
Good player, real good player.
Only reasonably light, isn't he? But gee, he can get the ball.
Yeah, and his ball use is pretty impressive too, guys.
Yeah.
Thau, who's been terrific in game 100, wrapped up on this occasion, and the Kangaroos, good strong tackle. And they're going to play on.
No, he'll have to come back.
He didn't go over the mark.
A bit ambitious.
So that was Morris.
It's probably a rare mistake for Sans Thau. Hilly's been pretty good in his 100th
game.
I
reckon he's been terrific.
Yeah,
Thau.
really good.
Gives him a bit of punch and rebound off half back.
Well, he's had the better of Cook.
So just waiting for the ball in hand to go into the skip in Tane Morris. So now numbers really filtering back, and holes being plugged there by the Bombers. So Morris goes towards the boundary, out on the lead. That was Russell. Standing tall as the defence of the Bombers. Like the chain of handballs. Hutt, who's had a great day. He's been terrific. Now they work it across to half back. So Hewlin just looking to direct play and just sort of start setting something up for the Bombers. He goes right across the face of the 50 and spots up a nice kick in the end. And Fowler takes it. Oh, actually, it might be Darcy. Sort of hard to see late, deep in that defensive forward part of the ground. So he gives it a big long kick. We have a worm burner down the wing. Contending there was Marnie. Sharking the handball nicely. Here's Lockie Davis out in front. He's going to look for Baker. Baker takes a nice mark. Had to stretch and really judged it beautifully. Looked like he's a little bit sore coming down after that one. Just having a couple of deep breaths. So it's 8:56 to 4:3:27. Baker now has to play on. Looking to improve the angle for the kick, and he's going to go towards Archie Taylor. And Taylor flies, and Taylor almost takes a beauty. McShane holds it in, and a stoppage will occur 40 out from the Cobden goal. So 10 minutes, third term. Brought to you by Power Call. Darren Coronius, the opposing 25s. A couple of strong men. Dare with the win. Coming in hard there was, what I mean, Baker or was it Hewland? They got the tackle. And again, we'll go for a stoppage once again. Umpire Ross Watson throws it up. The opposing 25s coming out of nowhere. There was Herman. And Murray, I should say, and we'll have a stoppage.
So just for Croydon Pharmacy, come out a little ginger there, young Curtis Baker down on the boundary line for SC Concrete, Tildy Carter.
Yeah, I think he'd be
keep
okay.
an eye on that one.
There has been some hard physical clashes, but it's been a game played in pretty good spirits, boys.
Has been. So here's Big Levi. He goes laterally. He finds a teammate out there in Phillips. So Brody Phillips, he's played a pretty good game this afternoon too. He's going to get it back with the old 1-2. Now he's going to go down the line, chip kick. It's gone wide. Gathering it nicely, I think, was Russell. Gee, he done pretty well down there. He dodged one, dodged two. Now he's given it back again to Phillips. So that was a good passage of play by the Kangaroos and a diving mark, taking a Peter Bolsh Bridgestone Player of the Day contender there was Cook. So Hamish Cook kicks to the top of the goal square. They're outnumbered though. The spoil was affected. Getting it at ground level. Handball over the top. Dodges one, dodges two, runs into an open goal, and he's kicked it.
Knight.
And I reckon that was Knight, was it? So Ethan Knight gets his first of the afternoon and Hamilton's fifth. Well, they were outnumbered initially, their eyes, for Senate's accountant stats, but then good enough to win the crumb. Good little chain of handballs and a goal.
Yeah, and as has been the theme of the day, it just seems like harder work for Hamilton. They worked really hard and got the result, which is fantastic. And unlike the first couple of quarters, took a while to get a goal on the board this quarter. We played, 12 minutes and we get a goal kick, but very handy one, because I think if conversely had Cobden got the first one, might have been a long, long way back, but they're still in the hunt, Hamilton.
Gives him a sniff, but I guess one needs to turn into two. Here comes Luke Smith, extracts it, and he gets some good purchase on the kick. Some good spoiling work there by Hawker. McShane approaches the contest. He's wrapped up straight away by Archie Taylor. And we're between wing and half forward, favouring the Cobden end. Third term action brought to you by Power Core, essential as. So, too high for mine. No, umpire just a little bit blindsided by that one in the end. Kemp getting up off the ground. Had a terrific season for the Bombers, the skipper. So Dare up against Gussie Walsh. Walsh this time, pushing it back. Dare gets the free kick.
Well, it was a funny one because Dare actually manoeuvred his body right in.
Not his best kick.
Clever free kick.
You don't want big bloke short passing, Hilly. You don't want that.
No.
That's a coach.
You don't want him kicking at all. If you can
Not really. If they've got a kick, it's got to go long down the line, guys.
So the kick goes inside the centre square to Luke Smith, who's starting to build up his numbers as well. He's had a great game, both forward 50 and the midfield. Got a hand to it there was Morris. Thou trying to defend. Thou sensational in his 100 game. Did it beautifully that occasion. Here comes Louis Darcy. Feeds out the handball to Walsh. Back to Thou. Thou wants to get it on the boot. Gets it hurriedly, only as far as the Kangaroos' defence. Now they're trying to break the line, spearing past there by Barnes inside the corridor. Russell, good ground ball pick up on his tail. Here's Knight, kick the last goal. They get a kick inside forward 50. It's going to be a 2-on-1. McShane sidesteps, has a shot at goal, is nudged off it, and a minor score.
It was another good effort, because all the way down the line there, they were under the hammer, and they just kept kept putting their head over the footy, Hamilton. They're having a crack.
They are 5-4-34 to 8-8-56. Eddie Walsh with the kick in, and they're looking to go towards Thou. He didn't quite get it in the end, but he's good enough to recover.
Good play, Ellie.
Oh, mate, I rate him. I like him.
I do too.
He's honest, isn't he?
Yep. Give him what he's got, Ice.
Yep.
Kemp, so that he a handball now to Louis Darcy, sidesteps, gets back to Walsh. Walsh goes towards half forward. Oh, contesting well there was the Bombers youngster. It might have been Mottram. Half forward's a destination, Archie Taylor. Look at that, that's just pure class. The feed comes out, Kemp sidesteps, trying to avoid traffic, goes towards the half forward line and did well to Mottram.
Yeah, Mottram's got it. And for Croyd's Pharmacy down in the boundary line, Tildy Carter, Paulie Pekin.
Yeah, he's done.
I haven't seen him. Calf, is it?
Yeah.
Done for the day.
Right, okay. I might have missed you. Said that earlier on, but yeah, that's no good. So they'll certainly miss him. In the meantime, it's been a beautiful contested mark.
This time, you're out of luck.
Taken by Brody Marnie. I am out of luck because I thought Paulie Pekin may have been just mildly injured, but I missed that one.
Got the ice on and the warm up top, and he's down there supporting his mates.
Beautifully done. So here's Marnie, tight angle. The coach looking right into the sun, glaring off a windscreen over there. So he'll move out of that area now. Thank you, Brody. So he's a very, very tight angle. The coach comes in. Deliberate shot. Nice looking kick off the boot. I tell you what, if you want a Lucas Brothers Butchers snag of the day contender, you've just seen it there. Brody Money on a tight angle, 35 metres out, sluts it for the Cobden Bombers. And they kick their ninth. They go into 9-8. That is 62 on the Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard. Hamilton 5-4-35 for Senate's accountant stats. Greg Kelson, that was a beauty.
Yeah, he's played well. He's played a really important role for Cobden. He's a leader by all means, and done a great job. And that was a beautiful goal. Possum, squeezed hard up against the boundary, probably 45, 50 metres out, and he threaded the needle.
Yep.
Hey, boys, around the grounds, all thanks to Matco Hire. South Warrnambool 29, leading Koroit 16. Portland Tigers 34, trailing North Warrnambool 86. Camperdown 66, leading Warrnambool 31. And Terang Mortlake 86, leading Port Fairy 49. So the big surprise up for the Lura Oval, with the Magpies just doing it beautifully. Coronius in the ruck, free kick.
North can kick a score, can't they?
Oh, they're good. And when you've got a boy by the name of McKinnon back in that lineup,
you wonder how many he might have.
Side to beat Eyes, clearly, aren't they?
Yeah, for sure.
Coronius kicks towards the wing. He's got some support there. Nice bit of work there by Ewing. Gets it to Archie Taylor. To Lockie Davis. They're a hard running side. Geez, they run well. Lockie Davis now. He's going to go short via foot. Finds Henry Robertson, the son of the great Henry Robertson. Inside 50, not his best kick. And Feely takes the mark at true centre-half back, and he looks to unleash a big one to try and find Russell. Russell, geez, he's good for a big man with his movement. Fitzgerald, too much, and an intercepted mark taken there by Louis Darcy. Darcy to Davis, Davis to Kemp. And they go out wide. Nice mark there by Baker. Starting to get his hands on the footy, young Curtis Baker, playing up as a bit of a high half forward. Finds one of the Walsh brothers, and he'll work it back. So Joe Hutt now has the ball in hand, had a terrific game, finds Darcy. He's good enough to get the handball to Fowler. He can open up the space a little bit here. Fowler will go long inside forward 50. Big jump by McNeil. Got the punch down. Here's Luke Smith. Feeds it out only as far as Barnes. Awaiting of the Bombers. Baker, smart kick to Camp, and he finds him 40 out directly in front, and that was just well measured, Eyes.
Well, he lowered the eyes, didn't he? He would have been really tempting to just blaze away, but he saw his teammate there all on his own, lowered the eyes and found him.
Their football control has been sound today, Tildy, hasn't it, just by foot?
Oh, I summed that up perfectly. Dropped his eyes as soon as he picked that footy up and just found a target. And Got to give them credit. They played pretty well today, Cobden.
No, been good.
You know, Hamilton's efforts lifted after quarter time, but they've just had all the answers.
So Matty Kent, the skipper, looking for his first of the afternoon to extend that lead to 34 points. Comes in. Is it going to reach the distance? It does, but it just hangs left in a minor score. So they go to 9-9-63, leading the Kangaroos 5-4-34, 18 and a half minutes gone. Third term brought to you by Powercore.
I think Thiele's gone down half-back, boys. He's going to play a bit of a half-back role here for a while.
Well, he's going to
damage control.
He's played on and taken a bounce. Now he kicks it into the centre of the Cobden Recreation Reserve, and a good mark taken by Big Levi. He's got a player running for him, and that's Jack Murray. So Murray drives it long inside the forward line for Hamilton, but they're going to repel here through Hutt. So Cobden get out of trouble now through Thau. Thau got it back to Hutt. Hutt retreats a little bit, but he's got numbers and he's got a player there for him in Louis Darcy. So Darcy goes short again. Got it out there to Archie Taylor. Taylor's kick further down the line, and there's another mark taken by Cobden. That might have been Hewland. Oh, it's a risky kick inside to Anderson. He's good enough to recover, though. Got a little handball out. That was well done in the end by Cobden. Come out to big Gussie Walsh. Can't control it. His little mate Ken in Campbell Walsh. Now it's on the half-forward line for Cobden through Kemp. Kemp goes short. Good lead, good kick, good mark. And Curtis Baker, who caught what we thought might have been a little mild corky a little bit earlier on. He certainly recovered. And he fancies himself the little fella. He'll kick from 50.
A long way out, Poss.
It is a long way out. Now you look to inflict some more pain on the Kangaroos. Already a 29-point advantage to the Cobden Bombers. So Curtis comes in. Baker, long kick, long goal. Oh, touched on the line. Gee, just... Tell you what, if we go to the arc,
yeah, no, I think
touch and go, but
I think I'm in a better position
player
to say that was a goal.
You reckon?
No, I don't know.
So just behind to the Bombers, 9-9-63. 9-10-64 now, so Hamilton coming this outer side, not a good kick. They've turned it over far, far too many times. Cobden will come inside 50 again through Kemp. It's grabbed nicely out there. Little tap forward was by Tully Darcy. But now it's gone over the line, out of bounds. Right in front of Scotty Carter on the boundary for S&C Concrete. They've just got the ascendancy and controlling the game a little bit better, aren't they, Cobden?
Yeah, they are, Poss. They've got all the answers. It's been impressed with Kemp's game, boys. I think he's a really good ball use for Cobden. Doesn't try to kick rockets, but he just weights the ball very well.
Yeah, he just assesses the situation beautifully, doesn't he? More times than not.
Bit of a cool head, Hilly.
Hey, Taylor out of the pack, has a shot, goes wide, pumped through by White as well, and a minor score. So the Bombers on the national tile scoreboard, they jump to 9-10-64 to 5-4-34. 21 minutes gone on the league contracting time clock. 9-11-65. So 31 points the margin here in beautiful conditions here at the Cobden Community Bank Recreation Reserve. So just the ball in hand of White. He's going to kick with some penetration outside defensive 50. Oh, that's only a beauty taken there by Feely. Ball comes out to Parker Walsh. He's wrapped up. And the ball into the hands of umpire Baker. So just clearing the path. Contrasting ruck styles. The big jump by Walsh and the standing of patience there by Dare. The handball comes out to Levi Dare. Puts it on the boot. Pushed out there nicely by Russell and takes a nice mark on Delaney. So he'll go to a running McShane. McShane, if he's good enough, has got English on the forward flank. But they close up the gap. The Cobden Bombers. Kicks. And wasn't his best. Reading it nicely was Joey Hart. Oh, geez, I loved his game. Been terrific. Gus Walsh, terrific. Goes over that outer side. He's got Hewland. Now Hewland can go on the left boot and kick it out in the passage of Baker. Baker's had a good third term. So just standing back behind his mark. He was going to go laterally, but he's going to be forced down the line now. It's a bit of a helicopter kick. McNeil are waiting. Coming out there was Mottram to present. And I'll tell you what, this might be a win for the Bombers. It sort of wasn't looking like the ball was going to get into their hands. They've force the stoppage, and we'll have a throw about 55 out from the Cobden goal.
Yeah, so 31-point advantage to the Cobden Bombers. In control of the game, early stages of this third quarter, or midway through this third quarter. Oh, that was nicely done too. Paddling along there was Hewland. Now he squares it up. Good kick. And again, Curtis Baker. He's presenting forward nicely. And he's taken the mark. And this time he's a little closer. Eyes are in the way of about 20 metres. So this time, although you thought the last one might have snuck in, I don't think distance will be a problem here.
No, I don't think so. He's just got to get the same sort of accuracy, doesn't he, boss?
Yeah, identical spot in terms of where he was, but he's a little bit closer. And this to put the Cobden Bombers into double figures goal-wise. So Baker comes in, drop punt. That's a lot better because it's gone straight over the umpire's hat. It's a goal. 10-11-71. They skip away the Cobden Bombers. 24 and a half minutes, third quarter. The Hamilton Kangaroos stranded on 5-4-35. On the boundary for SC Concrete, Tildy Carter. They're really starting to control things now, the Bombers.
Yeah, good finish by Baker, but that was a great kick by Hewland to just square that footy up. That's a hard pocket to square it up from over that side of the ground, and they look pretty polished. And I know they've had a pretty lean season to date, the Bombers, but I tell you what, there's a bit to work with up here. No doubt about that.
Just that mosquito fleet. They're all probably similar age, all those youngsters too, aren't they?
And
So
you look in their side, Poss, there's probably... the only guys who you would say were older type players would probably be only Pekin and Marnie, really?
Yep. Yeah, and the man in the ruck, big Gussie Walsh, is only going to continue to develop once he puts a little bit more weight on, but here's a clearance by the Kangaroos to Morris. It's a shot at goal, but he's missed to the left. That was Prentice. So just the one behind, 5-5-35, 10-11-71, the Bombers. 25 and a half minutes, third quarter action. Risky kick went wide, but a good mark in the end, taken by Eddie Walsh. So Walsh tucked in that back pocket. It's just going to come down the line. It's a big marking contest. Levi's there. Big Mickey Coronius is there. Big pack. No one could take the mark. It was sharked nicely off the pack, but he was wrapped up in a tackle. That was Hewland. And there'll be a ball up just outside the 50 for Hamilton on this near side of the ground, Hilly.
I've loved Hewland's going to Tildy. Geez, he sets up a lot of play, doesn't he? He's just smart and positioning and clever.
Good ball user, Hilly, and they've just got many of these mosquito fleet type players, haven't they?
So he'll kick along the wing, Mottram the target. It sort of goes over everyone's head. Here comes Baker, just overran in the end. Parker Walsh gathered, lost it. Fitzgerald calm and collected with a short kick to McGinley. We'll go around the grounds very soon. McGinley's going to go centre corridor. Good kick, and he finds Prentice. This is Xander Prentice on the left boot. Has to be spot on. Didn't quite get it in the end. Phillips just working hard. That's his third effort, but just overran it. The one thing the Bombers have done well is their handball game, but they get the free kick, Phillips. He's in the glue pot, as Poss has called it, throughout the course of the day. Finds McShane. McShane will go further down the ground and he finds Ethan Knight. Knight will go further. He's going to have to squeeze it in. A nice mark taken there by Prentice, and that was Hugh. He kicked a great goal on that second term. He's got a running teammate, McShane. McShane will drive it inside forward 50. Cook flies, and Cook takes a beauty.
A cracker.
Sensational judgment of the football, Hamish Cook.
In the middle of two Cobden opponents there.
It was the meat between the sandwich, wasn't he?
Good hands.
So Cook will go back.
McShane's tried his heart out too.
He's had a good game.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's a ripper, Eddie McShane. Goal kicker in the under-18s. Won the under-18 goal kicking a couple of seasons ago.
Hasn't stopped running though today, has he? He's been great.
So Hamish Cook, about 20 metres out, 45-degree angle. And I'd love another one here, the Hamilton Kangaroos. He comes in and he squeezes a goal. Nice kick there from the number 9. And it was the result of a fantastic contested mark. A Peter Bowles-Bridgestone Player of the Day contender. So they go to 6-5-41, trailing the Cobden Bombers 10-11-71. And that's on the National Tile scoreboard. Let's go around the grounds, all thanks to Macco Hire. 29 apiece, South Warrnambool and Karui over at Victoria Park. The North Warrnambool Eagles leading 98 to Portland 40. Charlie McKinnon 6 for the Eagles. Camperdown 73 leading Warrnambool 44. and Terang Mortlake 86, leading Port Fairy 49 at three-quarter time.
Yeah, so some interesting games taking place here this afternoon, and it's none better than this one. They haven't given in the Hamilton Kangaroos, but is it insurmountable because they're running out of time? It's going to be a clearance here to Cobden, no, but he was picked up. So we're ticked into almost 29 minutes in this third quarter. So 30-point advantage to the Bombers. Just keeping in touch, Hamilton. If they can grab one here before three-quarter time, it could make for an interesting last quarter. So Levi went up. Coronius actually outpositioned him and won the kick. He kicked it down the line. And there's the siren to end third quarter here this afternoon on Hampden League Live Match of the Day action from the Cobden Recreation Reserve. And we see 2 goals added by the Cobden Bombers, 2 goals, 5 in fact, to the Hamilton Kangaroos, who kicked 2 goals, 3. So at three-quarter time, 10-11-71, that's Cobden leading Hamilton 6-5-41. That quarter went 29 minutes, 30 points eyes. They've sort of held that little advantage, 20 to 30 points for most of the afternoon. You'd think it'll be hard work for Hamilton, but let's hope that they get themselves back into it and at least make a real contest of it in the last quarter.
Yeah, well, as we alluded to, they had a crack, and they both kicked 2 goals for the quarter, both Cobden and Hamilton, but they just haven't made any inroads. So whether they can do that, they're going to have a huge last quarter, Hamilton. It's just hard to see that they could, conjure up the run that they will need to get that happening in the last quarter. Just goals have been harder to kick in this second half.
Hey, we're going to take a break here at Hampton League Live. It's 71 to 41, 30-point lead to the Cobden Bombers at the three-quarter time break. We'll come back with fourth quarter action right after these.
Hampton League Live and exclusive on streamer for Badeness Rural, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, Warrnambool Kia, McDonald's and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
At Warrnambool Kia, there's only one thing we love to do more than watching the all-new Kia Tasman ads, and that's to get in and drive it ourselves. Test drive the all-new Kia Tasman now at Warrnambool Kia to see what all the hype's about.
Some people say there's more to life than drinks. I guess they haven't tried these ones. The delicious new range at McCafe. There's a drink for that. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor-outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
Hi, it's John from Cure Health Service, Elder Care Support Program. We provide support by helping Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders people aged 50 plus get registered with My Aged Care. If you're having trouble navigating the confusing aged care sector, give us a call on 55 67 1270 and we can help guide you through the process. Cure Health, always here for mob.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Caramit Road, Warrnambool.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for gift, time for me, love and everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sungold.
The Flying Horse is more than just a pub. It's the perfect spot to kick back with friends or family. Indulge in a delicious meal from Ember's wood-fired kitchen. Celebrate in one of their multiple function rooms. Catch up with mates in the sports bar or TAB. Grab a slab from their Bottle Mart bottle shop. There's even a courtesy bus. Plus, don't forget their drive-through bottle shop brewing Piccolo coffee. For the perfect venue, it's gotta be the Flying Horse. Of course!
We're up here maintaining the power lines that supply electricity to the network. Work that's essentialist training is to perfecting your mark. Power Core, essential as.
Getting a text back.
She texted back!
There's a McCafe drink for that. New drinks now at McCafe. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At Warrnambool Kia, there's only one thing we love to do more than watching the all-new Kia Tasman ads, and that's to get in and drive it ourselves. Test drive the all-new Kia Tasman now at Warrnambool Kia to see what all the hype's about.
Hampton League Live on 3YB FM.
Another quarter of Hampden footy for Power Core. From the first bounce to the final siren, Power Core backs Hampden League footy because local footy is essential as.
Welcome back to the Cobden Community Bank Recreation Reserve. Three-quarter time, and the Bombers lead by 30 points, 10-11-71 to the Hamilton Kangaroos, 6-5-41. Tildy, you were downstairs, all thanks to SC Concrete at the huddles. What did you have to hear?
The Bombers pretty much spot on, mate. Stick to what works, you know, and the biggest thing today is the way they've changed direction of the footy. They haven't just kicked it down the line into Levi's hands. You know, they've looked to centre the footy up, link up some handballs and just play that quick ball movement. And it's worked for them so far, boys. I'm sure they're going to stay down that avenue at the moment. So
Walsh and Dare will resume duties in the ruck. And it was Dare who got the tap down. Fumbling there was Tane Morris, intercepted by Archie Taylor. Ball goes inside forward 50. Contesting there was Mottram. Out the back is Curtis Baker. He's crafty around the goals. Jumps on it, and he's pinged for holding the ball. He did jump on it and look to pull it in. So a free kick's going to go to the Hamilton Kangaroos. This fourth term brought to you by Power Core, essential as. Great supporters of community sport. Kick comes out and he finds Jack Murray. Murray on right half back. Just a bit unsure where to go. He's going to go that long kick down the line, but it's a sea of red and black. Put his teammate Cook under a little bit of pressure. McShane awaiting at the back. Foul causes a spill. McShane still contesting. Nice bit of work there by Walsh. That was Campbell. Ball goes pinging back to the half-forward line, but an intercept mark there by Mick McNeil for the Hamilton Kangaroos. He was looking to go Murray, but ended up getting a little bit more purchase on the kick, and awaiting there was Levi Dare. Spearing past corridor. Coming through there was Fowler. Wrapped up Ethan Knight. Not going anywhere. Centre square's the destination, and we'll have a stoppage.
Yeah, so just a subdued start to this last quarter. So Dare and Walsh, been a great battle today. Here's a clearance opportunity for the Bombers through Campbell Walsh. His kick went down the line. Marking contest there, one-on-one. That was a good little contest that eventually spilled out to Archie Taylor. His handball went over the top to Marnie. Hands and knees opportunity. Good little chip wide. That was by Davis. Now's a kick back towards the centre. They got the numbers, Cobden, and one of them is a big number. It's Mickey Caronius. The big number 25 has got it. And he'll go back and try and inflict some more pain on the Hamilton Kangaroos. Mickey's kicked one this afternoon. He kicked 22 for the season, which is a pretty good return. So he fancies his chances. He's going to kick probably just inside 50 when he takes the kick. So Mickey Caronius for Cobden's first of this final quarter. Kicks on its way. It's swinging but not enough, and it's gone to the left through for one behind. So 10-12-72, the Solomons Flooring and Blind scoreboard. The Hamilton Kangaroos 6-5-41. We've played 2.5 minutes last quarter. So Hamilton, they need to get a wriggle on, and they're doing it out of that kick in. The ball goes long, hard and wide. It's gathered by Walsh. That's Gus. Got it out to Hutt. Hutt's tackled hard. That was a good crunching tackle applied by Jackie English. And he's forced a stoppage right under the scoreboard. So it's going to be Gussie again up against Levi Dare. Nobody got a decisive tap. It came back out towards Hutt, but he's tackled strongly. And you'll have to start thinking Greg Kelson and Tildy Carter, Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day. Hutt's certainly a contender, as is this man's played a pretty good game too, Archie Taylor. His kick went down the line looking for a teammate out there wide. A good tackle applied by Marnie, but it's going to be cleared by the Kangaroos. That was a good kick, centred it up. It's taken by Morris. So now they come through the centre. Little kick down the line. He went one-handed there in Murray. Now there's a kick out the back. It's grabbed by Knight. He's tackled, holding the ball, said the umpire.
No, he got a handball.
Well, he thought he did too, Eyes. And the free kick's going to be going to Eddie Walsh. And the Walshes, well, they've shared it a lot today, Hilly.
I reckon they would have had a fair bit of footy between them, the Walshes. A bit of backyard stuff from when they were growing up and just rekindling those times here at the Cobden Recreation Reserve this afternoon.
They probably got across here and kicked the ball a bit too, I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon. They've got a few footprints on the hallowed turf. Here's Thou in game 100. Rock solid once again. Never plays a bad game.
Nearly in the votes, Hilly. He's been pretty good.
Oh, absolutely. And he's taken on one of the best forwards in the comp.
Yep. And probably had his measure, to be fair.
So Delaney kicks long, kicks close to the boundary line. It's punched over the National Tile scoreboard side of the ground and we'll have a boundary throw. And who are your top couple, Tilt, all thanks to SC Concrete?
I've liked the game of Hutt. Liked the game of, as I said, Thau. Liked Yulin's game. Liked Archie Taylor's game.
Thau seems to have been around a hell of a long time for 100 games.
I think it's taken him a while. I haven't read the backstory.
Like this bloke's game, Marnie.
Marnie spearing pass inside 50. Ball trickling in the goal square, and they're going to concede a minor score there, the Hamilton Kangaroos. Baker was just ready to pounce and jump on that one.
Matty Kemp's been pretty good, boys.
I agree. And I even reckon the twins, Campbell and Parker Walsh, have been pretty good throughout the course of the day too.
They've won plenty of the footy, there's no problems there. The other mob, Feely's been their best, I think.
Agree.
And number 41 out in the wing, half-back, McShane, I think he's tried hard.
Yeah, been good.
Phillips has tried hard as well. So, a couple of names to consider for our Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day and our Pit Stop Menswear Warrnambool Travel MVP Award as well. 10-13-73 to 6-5-41. 5.5 gone, final term action. Umpire Pedler throws it in, and I'll tell you what, you can see why he's going down to VFL level. He hoiks it a long way. Davis over the top, over the head. Just awaiting there is Barnes, who's tried hard as well. Got a little toe poker, only as far as Davis. He gets it to Marnie. Marnie goes inside, forward 50 towards Baker. Baker almost took a nice mark, but over the shoulder, and young Curtis will get a free kick. And he'll go back and have a shot about 45 metres out. Or is it Luke Smith?
Yeah, it's Luke Smith.
Luke Smith. So Smith he's kicked 2 this afternoon. He's going to go and try and kick his 3rd. And he's been another one, Tildy, who's, I reckon, played a pretty good game this afternoon.
Yeah, he's racked up a fair few too, Billy. It's just all this mosquito flu mostly, isn't it, boys? They just keep racking the footy up.
So Luke Smith for goal number 3 comes in. Long bomb from Smith. Touched on the line. It almost got there. And a minor score. 10-14-74 to 6-5-41. Eyes Carlson, all thanks to Mako Hire and... we might even chuck in National Tile scoreboard as well.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. They've had their work cut out today, Hamilton, for sure, but they've spoilt valiantly a few times, haven't they? Like they've been honest down there, but they've just had too much footy to contend with. Cobden's just been barrelling it in.
33-point margin. I think it's the biggest of the day.
In 24 scoring shots to 11, so they've had a lot of inside 50s, Cobden.
Just had a little message from the great Adam Dowie, who's tuning in, and he said the 3 Walsh boys in Eddie, Parker and Campbell played 5 games in Ballarat during term 2, 100% time on the ball in every game as well. I tried to rest them, but they wouldn't hear about their bloody rippers.
Yeah, well,
it's like this that liquid switch.
That settles my argument about loading on young footballers, Hilly. When you're young and you love the game, you play out in the road in the gravel. Don't worry about this loading and all that sort of business that goes on. Let the kids play because they're champions. There's a handball over the top and it's come out towards Phillips for Hamilton. He comes inboard for a handball over the top by Walsh. That was Gus. There's a free kick plucked out of this. It's going to go to Hamilton.
I think it was down the field, I think. I think
was it?
Called down in Cobden's forward 50, I think, against somebody.
So the kick's going to be taken, I think, by Cam White. right on that far outer side wing, so he goes down the line. He's got a fair bit of carry on at the kick. Cobden have got the numbers again, and they're just going to run it off half back through the centre, and they got plenty of numbers. Now Hewland's wide, but unfortunately they didn't win the footy there, Kemp. They handball it back again. Prentice fell over when he probably didn't need to. Kemp's got it. Give it to Marnie. Marnie got it over the top. Running into an open goal is Curtis Baker, and he goes bang and kicks another one. Baker's got his second of the afternoon, his ninth for the season. I tell you what, when you look at little forwards, he's a real nippy little opportunist forward, eyes, isn't he? He's kicked a couple this afternoon, but he's always thereabouts.
He's a beauty. They've just had too much run for Hamilton. Simple as that. They just, where they get moving, Cobden with the footy, they find space, they run into the space, and they've used the ball pretty well too. So they've really hurt Hamilton today and had them chasing for most of the day.
11-14-80. The Cobden Bombers, so a 39-point advantage now, 6-5-41. Helly, they're taking full control of the Bombers.
They certainly are.
Barefoot runners back out there too, boys.
Yeah, they breed them hard up here, Ice.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No shoes.
Forward handball meters, I reckon, have been terrific by the Bombers.
Evident there, that one Marnie give off.
Spot on. The kick from Campbell Walsh, picked up on the half volley, a bit of dancing around there by Matty Kemp. He's going to work it back. He gets it to Lockie Davis, squeezes it along the boundary line, and he finds Walsh once again.
I tell you what, boys, if one of the top 5 final side comes up here later in the year, they want to be on their guard.
Oh, yeah.
Correct. Yep. Mottram nearly got it on the second bite. Feely did well to recover. Oh, sold a little bit of candy, gets it on the preferred boot and kicks it out with some penetration, and a nice mark taken in the end by Hugh Fitzgerald. So he'll get it to a running teammate, Phillips. Kicked up high, foul, good punch. Well read there by Delaney. Goes further down the ground, and the punch from McNeil. He just had pure height advantage over young Walsh. And we'll have, Kemp it might have been actually, and we'll have a boundary throw in. So 11-14-80, 6-5-41. That's our national title scoreboard. Let's go around the grounds, all thanks to Matco Hire. See what's happening around. Close game out of Victoria Park. Koroit 5-7-37, trailing the Roosters 6-5-41. The Portland Tigers are 8-7-55, trailing North Warrnambool 17-10-1-12. Charlie McKinnon 7 goals. Camperdown are 13-8-86 to Warrnambool's 8-3-51. 4 goals to Tommy Baker, and Cunnington watch as well. He's kicked 2. And Port Fairy are trailing Terang Mortlake. Terang Mortlake 16-9-105. Port Fairy 8-7-55. And the main goal scorer there, I'm not quite sure, for the Terang Mortlake Bloods. I'd say the Cane train might be on the end of a few. Back here in the forward line for the Bombers. A bit of forward movement. Terang Mortlake through English. Handball comes out. Then he lost it, Fitzgerald. Now it's the Little Fleet Brigade of the Bombers who just suck it up and got it inside forward 50, but chopped off. Feely takes a nice mark, and he'll get it out of D50 once again.
Yeah, so Tommy Feely hasn't given up trying all day. His kick was good. He's a good user of the footy. And this is Hawker, who's been pretty good too down back today for the Hamilton Kangaroos. That's a good contested mark by Russell. So he's presenting.
Oh, he's cramping, is he?
No, he lost his boot, I think, Hilly. So there's a handball over the top to number 39 for the Magpies in Yubagang. So Yubagang's handball came unstuck, but he's going to win a free kick, and it's going to go to Darcy Russell. So Russell kicked a goal this afternoon for the Hamilton Kangaroos. He's well outside 50 here now. He's going to have to go short. He does. The kick went wide. Might have been a free kick for interference. Did the umpire agree? Yeah, I think he did. No? Yeah, it's going to be a free kick. And it's going to go to Knight. I think it is out there on the boundary line. Squares it up to big Levi. Levi kicks it to the top of the goal square, but getting in the road is Brodie Marnie. And I tell you what, with the Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day contender Tilly Carter for SC Concrete, he's got to come into calculations. The coach, he's been resolute.
Yeah, it's just good to see a good player back out there, Poss, isn't it? You know, that was a pretty serious injury he had last year, so to see him back out there moving so well, it's great to see.
Here's Davis with the footy, tucked in the back line. Kicks down the line, good use of the body and a good mark taken out there for Hamilton. Squares it up. Good kick too. So this is Knight again. So he's going to come wide into space. The numbers are everywhere for Cobden. They win this, they're away, but they collided with each other. There was that many of them out there. This is McShane. His handball went astray. In fact, he's been pink for holding the ball.
Yeah, I think he just couldn't get his second mitt onto it there.
And the free kick off half-back Hilly will go to Parker Walsh.
Yeah, he's been terrific, young Parker, as his brother Campbell has too. This fella's been all right too, Darcy.
Plenty of good players, Cobden.
Actually, I can't name a passenger.
No.
So Darcy will just flick it back to the 100 gamer, one of the best hairdos in the Hampton Football Netball League, if not the best, from Sam Thau.
You're his hairdresser, you'd be unemployed though.
Fowler with the kicks, good. He finds Hutt, loved his game, hard at it, non-compromising, just gets the job done. So Delaney in game number 2. Bit of a floater out. Coronius up the ground, and Mickey just says, hey, I can make a pretty high ball too. Don't worry about that. And watch this for a spearing pass to the corridor. You look for Kemp, and that is elite. That is elite by Mickey Kay. Inside they go. Numbers favouring. Marnie's got the one out, and Marnie takes a mark. He'll feed the handball to a running teammate in Mottram, and Mottram goes bang. That's a team goal. That is the goal that for
They'll
mine.
get back to Big Mick.
And that was set up by the number 25, Mickey Coronius.
Who says they shouldn't pass a footy like that, Scotty?
Not quite a 6'6" blow, guys. I tell you what, that was just such
beautiful,
a well-weighted
wasn't
ball.
it?
Wow, that was a great play to watch.
Yeah,
that was a bloody good kick, wasn't it? Jeez, that was a good kick.
Just perfectly. His teammate didn't have to break stride. Yeah.
So 12-14-86. Sorry, Till 12-14-86. The Bombers, 6-5-41. The Hamilton Kangaroos.
I was going to say with Marnie, boys, he's hardly wasted a touch, has he?
No,
he's been first rate.
He's a good player.
So ball back in the centre. Big Gussie Walsh got up high. He won the tap down. Nicely gathered out there for Hamilton, though, was by Ethan Knight. So his last quarter's been pretty good. The kick went wider again. Running onto it, trying to control it. Out there now, they've eventually won the footy, Hamilton. Good little kick over the top. Here's a chance now for Rook. Rook's under pressure. Put his teammate under pressure, and he's pinged for holding the ball. And the free kick's going to go to Cobden. And it'll be taken by Jordan Fowler, who's been pretty good down back too for Cobden this afternoon, Geordie Fowler. He handballs over the top to play on, tries to open things up. Oh, little Archie Taylor's kick was, ill-directed to say the least. It's gone over the top of his teammate and out of bounds on the full. So a free kick to Hamilton. And it might be, I thought he was going to pay 50 there, but he's resetting the man on the mark. So kick comes in, board to Cook. Good mark, and stretching mark. So a Peter Bolsh Bridgestone highlight of the day contender there for Hamish Cook, marking under extreme pressure from Thau, who's probably taken the Mickeys today, I reckon. He's played a good game, Thau. So here's Cook for his second of the afternoon. He's 35 metres out. Comes in, kicks on its way. It's not a bad-looking kick off the boot. It's a beautiful kick off the boot. It's a goal. So a good mark followed up with a great goal by Hamish Cook. He gets his second of the afternoon, his 20th of the season, and they go on to 7-5-47. The Hamilton Kangaroos, 12-14-86. S&C Concrete on the boundary line. Tildy Carter, a consolation prize for Hamish Cook.
Yeah, it's good to see Cook hasn't dropped his bundle, though, boys. He's kept presenting. I think Thau's probably had the bets of that duel, but in fairness, he hasn't been hit lace out too many times today, Cook, has he? It's not an easy position to play centre forward in a side struggling. He's got a big future. He's going to be a good player in Hampton League for many years to come.
I think he's a future coach, to be brutally honest. He reads the game well. And
pretty impressive character, is he, Hilly?
Oh, he's an impressive young man. Yeah, absolutely. Just what he's done with the Interleague the last couple of years as a leader of those groups. He's an unbelievable human being, young Hamish. Really good man. Prentice did well. Can they get two in a row? The handball comes and feeds out towards the territory of Knight. Well read there by Phillips. He'll kick it on the left boot down the wing and just setting himself nicely as Camp. I'll tell you what, he would have racked up a few numbers. All thanks to Synod Accountant Stats this afternoon, Matty Camp. When those JG King Clark's Pie stats come out, I dare say he'll hit him pretty hard. McNeil just read the ball well off the pack. Nice little short kick, and he finds Knight. 12-14-86 to 7-5-47. Knight, short kick, will go looking for Morris. Too much on the kick, a little bit of heat. Just reading it better there was Gus Walsh. Good smother there by Dakin. Morris or toe poke fortuitously nearly into the hands of Povey. Povey can go inside forward 50. Draws a handball to Ubergang. Ubergang goes around the body and just couldn't square it up enough, and it hits the windscreen there of that nice car, just nearly the SNL Distributors car, not far off Nicky Ross-Watson's.
You know how we said we want big blokes handball and eyes?
Yeah.
Another example of
Good example.
Just give on the up for a big fella.
Here's Ewell been terrific. Short kick was good. He finds Lockie Davis.
Made him earn it.
50 metre penalties. Coming in late there, Morris. Wasn't needed. And Davis, who won the Luke Kelly medal last year, playing a lot more senior football, gets the free kick and will get the 50 metre penalty advantage. So the Bombers have just been strong from the get-go. Davis will go short by foot. No, he's got to come up a little bit further. Was willing to play on and just square up that teammate who was just sitting there all by himself. So Davis will get the ball back in hand and he'll go for take number 2.
I think the sting's gone out of this game, Trent.
It certainly has. Ball inside 50. Numbers getting back. And the mark not paid will have a stoppage inside forward 50 for the Bombers. Hey, just quietly, eyes. Quaddy comp, any luck?
No, we went out in the second leg.
Yeah,
Trent,
right.
I thought you mightn't have been here when Davey D was having a crack at me before.
No, I didn't hear. Oh, no, right.
Craig Williams put us out of contention.
You got half confidence, though, Oz.
I was. We weren't beaten much, but that's the story of punting, isn't it?
You again, that was like a little try forward pass there in the rugby league. Knight just takes a bounce, goes towards the boundary. Free kick.
Too far, he said.
Too far, umpire Ross Watson said. And the free kick's going to go.
Bit harsh, I think, boys.
Oh, well. We might as well pull a few out now. Scotty.
He might have been worried he was going to hit his car again.
So the handball came out from the Kangaroos. Davis trapped it. Here's Parker Walsh. Just puts it on the boot for a bit of territory. Awaiting under there is Prentice. He gets it to Barnes. Barnes will work it back to the other Prentice. The Prentice brothers in this passage of play. Goes forward to Russell. Russell's got a running teammate in McShane. He's the running man. He hasn't stopped all day, Eddie McShane.
He's worked a long way from goal today, Russell. I guess he sort of had to, I suppose.
Good kick. Oh, coming through there late. There was Fowler over the shoulder of Ethan Knight. And Knight will get a free kick. 25 out, slightish angle. A good chance for another goal here from the Kangaroos.
Yeah, still there's some dedicated Hamilton supporters down in front of you there, Scotty.
Few around ice, yeah. I'm enjoying the beautiful weather. Paulie's about to come in and pull the pin on.
He might give you another clip here, I think.
I'm just keeping my distance here, just in case.
Yeah, just watch him.
All right, mate. You'll be right, mate.
Here's Knight for goal number 2. Comes in and pushed it left. And a minor score for the Hamilton Kangaroos. 7-6-48 to 12-14-86. 38-point ball game here at the Cobden Community Bank Recreation Reserve. The Bombers are going to get another win for season 2026, and they've done it beautifully this afternoon.
He's been around for a while, Paulie. It's the 21-minute mark. He's going to have a hot shower. He'll be upstairs and beat the whole lot of them.
Well, you get the hot shower before it gets cold, and then he'll be happy days.
These boys will have a good night up here celebrating Santhouse 100th game order for.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of the devil, he got the kick out from Louis Darcy.
I reckon he's had 25 touches now today, boys.
And about 10 marks, I reckon.
Yeah, he's played a good game.
Geez, there's a big kick.
It is a big kick. Oh, big fly from behind by Marnie. Still got a bit of spring in the step, and he's punched it over the line out of bounds. So 12-14, 86. That's the Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard.
Still barking orders, Marnie, so he's not going to let him get an easy kick here late, Hamilton.
And that's 7-6-48. The Kangaroos, big Gussie Walsh and Levi Dare came to Marnie. Ewland was there. He's played a good game too. Speaking of our Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day, so is this young man, Archie Taylor. He runs inside 50, kicks it down, and a good mark taken.
Baker.
And is it Baker again? I tell you what.
Snake Baker.
He's been the best little small forward on the ground today, that's for sure.
29 for the Kangaroos, eyes.
Yeah, not a bad player.
Big player. Snake.
Big occasion player, eyes.
Yes.
So, little man Curtis Baker will line up for his third, which will see him the leading goal kicker on the ground if he's successful. He's got 2. We've seen him from around about this distance before, so shouldn't be a problem. Kicks on its way. It's just drifting to the left, so just one behind. So 12.15. That's 87 on the Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard. Hamilton Kangaroos 7-6-48. We've played almost 23 and a half minutes of this final quarter. Hampton League live action here at Cobden Reserve this afternoon.
Let's go around the grounds, all thanks to Matco Hire in round 13. Hampton League other fixtures, and there was a close one out at Koroit, and it still is. Currently it's Koroit 5-8-38, trailing the Roosters 6-6-42, 22 and a half minutes gone. Portland Tigers 55, trailing North Warrnambool at 131, and Charlie McKinnon's got 9. Warrnambool 51, trailing Camperdown 94, and the Bloods got the job done over Port Fairy 117 to 57. Back here, ball comes in the hands of Walsh. That was Campbell. Keeping the ball alive there was Fitzgerald for the Hamilton Kangaroos. Holding the ball, he said, "I got the handball out." And the umpire disagreed, and Archie Taylor on right half back. He's just going to kick it back. Just a bit of kicking practice to Joey Hutt, who's had a heap of the footy as well. He'll go short. He finds Louis Darcy. Spearing pass out to Walsh. That's Gus. Athletic. Kicks into a bit of space. Here's Baker. It was Baker. He got the ball inside forward 50. Hewlin chasing, as is Povey. Povey first to it. Wrapped up, and we'll have a stoppage inside forward 50. So 24 and a half minutes gone. Final turn. The Bombers are going to get the job done here at the Cobden Community Bank Recreation Reserve. They're leading 12-15-87 to 7-6-48. This final turn brought to you by Powercore.
Yeah, and for Croydon Pharmacy down to the boundary line, the coach has come off for a spell. It's probably cue in the rack for him today. I don't think he's injured, Tildy, but great game by Brody Marnie. Led from the front all afternoon, didn't he?
Well, I think he set the standard early, and it wasn't even a possession. It was that spoil. He's 1-on-3 right in front of us, boys. That sort of set the tone of the game early on. He's been super today.
Yep, so big Mickey against Levi. Mickey Coronius actually won the tap down, and it's come back to him. He's over the footy. Running onto it there was Baker. But he grabbed it and kicked it, but not before the siren went to end the hostilities here this afternoon.
Hey, boys, I'm watching Brody Marnie while he's over here, boys.
So Cobden have ran out. Yep, Cobden have ran out winners 12-15-87. The Hamilton Kangaroos 7-6-48. We're going to go down to the boundary line to Tildy Carter, who's got the coach, Brody Marnie.
Brody, well done, mate. That was a complete team effort today, right from the beginning of the game. I don't think you had a passenger. Great team effort by the Cobden Bombers.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. We just were speaking about it on the bench then. It's by far our best team performance for the year, for four-quarter performance anyway as well. There wasn't any passengers today, that's for sure.
Super impressed, mate, the way you planned before the game, not to kick the footy down the line to Levi Dare, the way you changed direction of the footy, come back through the corridor, worked first rate. And it's one thing to plan like that, but it was credit to your players to follow instructions today. Yeah,
absolutely. And I suppose the conditions today probably allowed us to do that. I guess the last 4 weeks it hasn't quite been the beautiful days for footy, but today, like being able to use it on our big deck, and credit to the boys, they stuck fat to the game plan and were able to kind of open them up on that outside.
And, mate, the guy playing a 100th game, he's been an unheralded player for a long time. He played a rip today in his 100th game, played on a good player in Cook and shut him out of the game to some degree and probably racked up 25 himself.
Yeah, bloody oath. Like, credit to Cook, he's a bloody great player and he still had not a bad game. But Thowie, like, as I said in the paper, he plays undersized week in, week out. He's been our guy that he's just had to do the hard stuff for probably nearly all his 100 games and to get the 100 games under his belt, plus probably 80-odd reserves games as well. Like, it shows he's been in the club for 10 years and he's one of our buddy favourites in amongst the group as well.
Final question, mate. We know you suffered a really serious knee injury last year. You look to have covered really well. Today you're covering the ground really well and moving really well.
Yeah, the knee's coming along okay. I probably come back a bit early, but I've been able to manage myself and get through and haven't missed any since I've come back in. So just playing a bit lesser of a role this year's probably helped out but credit to our boys. Like, we've got a hell of a talented midfield and all over the ground. And I know our wins don't show it, but we've been thereabouts every week and the exciting young side that we have, I really look forward to the future of what the boys can do.
Perfect, mate. Well done on the win. Enjoy tonight. Good luck for the rest of the year.
No worries. Thanks, mate. Thanks, guys.
Good stuff there. Tildy Carter, he's a ripper. Brody Marnie, he leads by example both on and off the field. And Yep, deserve that one. Obviously, some great reward for their effort. And as you said, Tilt, they executed that game plan beautifully today, and the conditions suited the way they play their footy.
Well, as we said, Hilly, it's one thing to implement to design a game plan, but to the players' credit, they stuck to it really well. And you could probably count the amount of times Levi Dare took a mark down the line today, couldn't you? Like, they just changed direction of the footy, kicked the footy around him, and just got the footy in open spaces. And I thought their handballs, boys, their handballs wasn't just to rack up possessions, it was to go forward and create some space for each other. Yeah,
they just ran. They ran, like, how often did they use that far wing, the scoreboard side of the ground, and just create space? They were just prepared to run, and they weren't just running, 10 metres, they were running 50, 60 metres just to get into space, and their teammates was honouring those leads, and great running game from Cobden today.
Here comes the Cobden Bombers off the ground. Sam Thal leading the charge. He's just shaking his head, not liking the limelight, but he's been a terrific player and he had an outstanding game. We might be able to get the song this time around. So we usually get the song when we're here at Cobden.
See if we can. Sam Thal's leading him in on his 100th, so great game.
And they usually sing not a bad rendition of the club song too, the old Bombers. They give it plenty of...
Could be loud tonight, boys. Could be a good night up here tonight, the Bomberland.
No, we'll leave you here, I think, Scotty.
No, I'd be in trouble up here, mate. These blokes would be too good for me, Ice.
So just the Bombers are entering the rooms, just getting themselves all sorted, and some hype and some excitement in the rooms. They played well and they deserved the win. Let's hear the song from the Cobden Bombers. I think it's my favourite song of the competition. When the Bombers win, they sing it well.
Got their own version.
Oh, that's terrific. A great win there by the Cobden Bombers. 12-15-87, defeating the Hamilton Kangaroos 7-6-48. The Kangaroos just having a bit of a team meeting out in the middle of the ground, just talking about obviously today, and no doubt looking at some things that they need to improve on. There's some good signs throughout the course of the day, but just weren't good enough in the end against the Bombers, who played a complete four-quarter performance. We're going to take a break here on Hampton League Live. When we return, it's going to be the Conquest Pools post-game. We'll go through all of our goal kickers, better players, all of our awards. We'll go around the ground to look at other results in round 13 of the Hampton Football Netball League. This is Hampton League Live on 3YB FM.
Hampton League Live on 3YB FM.
Another quarter of Hampden footy for Powercore. From the first bounce to the final siren, Powercore backs Hampden League footy because local footy is essential as.